me. The other point.
Yare yo, yare yes. Obi benya one fi yare. Yamfa yare nso nya nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy. We are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pocket, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215-2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007. MTN Ghana numbers 055 000 5077 055 000 5077. It is the MTN number. CL Foundation for Health and Support. Help us with the diabetes equipment, glucometers, wheelchairs, old clothing, new clothing, financial support, and let's give it to the needy. Thank you for your support.
You cannot say one lie.
What do you mean by the rest of?
Whilst we're yet not married, others attempt, but we don't give them the right because they don't have rights to celebrate us.
Okay.
What that's it. This erection is very, very, very porous. At the end of the day,
no for obetimi.
I'm trying to penetrate well so that at least. So happy birthday! If you can hear me, that's
yes,
okay.
We can hear you.
Okay, so happy birthday to our one and only Ben Duka. He's our Duka, and we take him like that.
Right.
The only challenge we have is that if the wife could have consulted me in place of the cake and the things, we could have gone for hair.
Hair.
I mean,
it's implant and
and then they said they knew. But one consult to you. And the next time non consult say ye empo say ye nyani nyina to say media bi na ye to say wo die ya wo de kata wo maso ya na ke be the same.
Me na come on.
The way nisu ne record him. You look like a rasta man, but it's like who need me and actually no who di bibia so ha no agya ha na say na kai be sama.
Anyway, because
happy birthday to them.
At last, the Bible called matters of the heart. So, change in your air ban because baby good Ben and you be more Vitamilk who do need Vitamilk regular, Vitamilk energy, no caffeine, being natural. Ben say on pay alcohol, memang banana, Ken's memang choco, Vitamilk choco, not rosy, so mamma Vitamilk strawberry. And Colano so no Omukusqua and Vitamilk champ, a cool a year on lunch pack. Now, just omega calcium, omega 3, 6, and 9, omega 14, a tini aquaba, the fair. Vitamilk is a nutritious meal that feels good anywhere, anytime. McCain's travel luggage, and also no need to say, yeah, Pakin, yeah, man, yeah, the good McCain's unbreakable suitcases. We have 10 striking, beautiful colors. And to be our piano. Bit me out there for McCain's travel luggage. Says, yeah, and was send there one say, one crown. I said to my baby, Yana order. Yeah, the brewer, actually. Now, a few ways so person starting business. Person do see cash be a senya a soon for so part. Yeah, obet me a friend and answer was send the WhatsApp message. I could number so 0534 369 525. 0534 369 525. McCain's suitcases, profitability in every journey. Councillor Akwaba, BM officially. But comments go over the pass and your call.
Oh, did he come say and run your day your mom penny? Yeah, therefore Donald Trump is
your mom penny.
Aye.
So we are American.
Aye, my family is in America.
But are you American?
Once my kids are, I am. Okay. What's your problem?
No, but okay, say a mom pay, and I say, oh, yeah, I swear allegiance to one, so and I'll be a dual citizens.
And what do you anyhow? No, who is your president?
President Mahama.
In Ghana, which denomination do we use regularly in terms of trading and exchange in currency? And if you are trying to sack people from power, which which currency do we use to tell them that Omar bomb and the fundamentals were exposed to $10? So who was made the president over the dollar?
Our president.
Donald Trump. So you see, you have a president as well. He determines the way your currency goes. So our president was sworn in yesterday, and there was something nice about his family. His 18-year-old boy, 10 years ago, was 8 years when the father entered. But according to the profiling they did, you see, this is what I want our people. We are very good journalists here. But within the few minutes, they gave us a quick profile about the boy. They said the boy doesn't talk in public. When a boy is in school, he doesn't talk. He's been raised not to be a talker. He's not on social media.
Oh, the youngest is not on social.
Yeah.
The other one is. Yeah.
So he's being groomed for something. But the freedom on social media in the US is loud. So you don't need legislature and policies to raise your children to become sensible and qualified. Charity begins at home. If Donald Trump can tame his own son not to be on social media, not to talk when they've not asked him to talk, not to laugh when they've not asked him to laugh, then stop waiting for government for proper policies to check your children at home.
It all begins with you.
Charity begins at home. So ubem buadia and your mind penny and then your mind na maklanim buadia. Ubaya shawo and your mind na manaya shawo. Ufia na shawo.
Check if you know.
Rose is your shot at the end, and you're shorter. I'll go for your mammy, you are at the end. And mammy, and Yadia, or we are not a question, baby, so shit. One person, Besha no share, or the town no shall cover. What didn't you have a call? Not the crazy guso. Now I see one in him. What I say? Look, if we don't raise our children well and stop this zookeeping and poultry farming, we will not have replacement. We will not have replacement. I'm telling you, we will not have replacement. Where we are going, replacement is needed. But the way we are raising our children will end up not having. I listen to the thing, I say, wow, because if, and you can see it, it's not that they are saying it. When we are sitting down with the father, when the father does this, he gives you the command by the eye that he does say, that he puts his hand back. Yes. And other presidents should now begin to learn that their children should be careful in public. They should stop destroying their throats in public. Be careful, because when you become too easy, you cannot be like your father. Your father is humble. Your father is quiet. Be careful. I took a lesson from something that happened in the PT of my children. Okay. I changed their school and I've never been to the school again. Why? Because somebody met me at the barber shop. Met me at the barber shop and said, "Counselor," I say, "Hi. See, the last time you went to the PTA was good. My son and your son, they are in the same school. And what you said at the place, at the barber shop." And I was pretending me Nimno. He forced me to know him because he was at the PTA. And in that conversation, he exposed where the child goes to school, not Kasabibri. So immediately my children have become exposed. I have too many enemies than lovers in Ghana, because in Ghana, I tell you, before this great new studio you have entered, the hypocrites in Ghana, which I'm no more. So I'm careful. Do you know my wife? No. Do you know my wife? But I work with my wife every day. But nobody knows my wife because I've never introduced her. And she's not quick for us to introduce her. If you marry a sensible woman, she doesn't call for introduction. She will behave like Sarah, who said, "That's my sister." And it is home training. And home training. So I stopped going to the PTA. I changed my children's school, because I am putting my children in different position. Me faka ba ko see one school bus school bus no e to be ku kunkwara 15 nyina the name can bring them out, but I'm very careful. So I watch this thing, I learned a lot of lessons. Parents, begin to raise your children out of zookeeping and poultry farming. The gadgets are too much. The gadgets are too much. The gadgets are too much.
And one Mr. Lasisi reminds us of something. Says Trump's son played a critical role in his campaign, which is true. With the colored people, yes, Mexicans for the black for or no draw ne papa called that side, to win their love. and support. It was his son, 18, who was 8 when his father first became president.
You're grooming for something. So be careful. Pastors, watch your children. MPs, watch your children. Owners of companies, watch your children. They don't own their company. The way they are behaving, I say gadgets are spoiling our children. Oh, gadgets.
Right, Counselor, let's go straight to
So that is what I have seen. But we welcome you that Trump. And there was some spectacular something that happened.
The prayer?
No, the prayer. Forget about the prayer. He was sitting down, and then they asked him, has he checked his drawer? And he says, no. Then he put the drawer and said, wow, Biden left me a letter.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
And he said, yes, I did same for him when he was leaving power. The next thing was that he said, should I read it for all of us? They said, yeah. He said, no, I need to read it alone first and see if you are. This is where I want people to be careful. Just like logic. Logic. Use your logic thinking. You were speaking about coming to testify and confirming that he was going out with the artists. Look, confirmation doesn't end a story. It starts a story and leads us to stupidity. Stupor. Heartbroken what? Can you be quiet if she is claiming what she's claiming? Ampa, many was he call out until there's no official relationship. Why do you come out to say these things as a professional? You're not careful. And I'm in and you see people are doing it so easily on the gadgets. And I'm school there, you're a teacher there, you're no bad dancer, and a company where they made kind of crash or say, a dinner mean person member, Nancy Jim was baby, I'm here, Jumano, a damn crofone me die, Namia do make grandma baby. You are telling people so you're share one if I know Juma. What remember Yvonne Nelson's book, but she was saying that she was not given a role in. People started reading lines into who was where was who, what year was that? Yeah, careful logic. Is that the response that you can give to us that it was a relationship with your artist, so she's bitter? Say, well, let's learn, because if we don't learn to be cultured well, if we are not raised well, and we don't learn the difference between akpeteshie and water by naming ceremony and continue doing honey and water, we'll have children who have become roof rats to us and they cannot continue from where we are living.
Thank you very much. Go straight into our letter this week. 10 minutes. I'm getting depressed and I think I need some help because this issue is haunting me and I need some help. I've been with this guy for 6 months and we've been getting along so well. He's very handsome and well-mannered. But I decided to spend 1 week with him at his apartment and I realized something wasn't right. It was as if I was rather keeping him hostage and he kept asking me when I'll leave, when I had already planned my stay with him. One evening, we were watching a movie and a sex scene appeared. And I thought it would lead to something because so far, we've only kissed, but nothing happened. Later that evening, while laying in bed, he told me he had a confession. And to my surprise, he told me he was gay and just needed a relationship to cover up. I almost had a heart attack because there are no signs. He looks very muscular, built that no one will suspect him. I don't know what to do at this point because I thought I had found real love after a series of heartbreaks. Simple. Nearby pacha ne se oni abranti dia show beye bosumi nsiani. And when fe pa sense boade just say you can say gentleman on way. Na 6 months mu de on call ni fie kra nya so kotina order. No ka say okay and dey me be di 1 week you apartment. Aso do as niam bi nko yi abranti ne e press on no be free ho. Ana ye oba ni be free ho. Aso no na wa hye ne say on better. So ade me no na hye ho. Yes, kwa egia no one say. Owa no aka che ne say eh. Na unko. Ya be na abeko. Na say maza. Me no wa na hye ho. Omo hwe film na che say sexy bi bai. Na say oh. How de as a many ushia is 6 months and fia no pen akoso na. Obi a me no wo dem ba ko de bia na anhwa sexy na trigger bi na BBS. Abrantie instead of say bibi besi ni NC enjoy the abai we ni efi so. Omo dampe mu abrantie say mo bibi ka che. Me de we de din keke wo sa adwamansa. the door pans we gay. Na relationship me de katabi. Say why na game jinifi. Akoyenya heart attack. Ose anya so do bi keke baby in a kataso. Ose oni mi onyo ya depressed because ono amu when your heartbreak be no feel say we share ne do. You have to need your counselor.
The Dika say about 12 years ago, I made a statement on Joy FM.
Okay.
And I was
sorry, my father we count. I say a branch and who the cry, I won't suspect.
Thank you.
Because or a macho, what build the onion and who send your Albermano. We see not here.
Because in man balloon per be what build it up. Now Bema be all muzzle be biano. The Bema munya de. Any muzzle build man is not sexually active.
That backed by research.
Huge research. Because the testosterone that is supposed to help you have proper ejaculation and erection is used to build muscle. So women who are fascinated about the muscle build guys, they are not good in bed. I challenge any muscle build guy who says he's good in bed to come, not to have sex with me, but to prove through the usage of Rosie, and they will see. So I think tall men are needed for relationship then because of security. But now, financial security is more important than physical security. Because women are getting more money orgasm than physical orgasm. So when you have money, women quickly get orgasm than when it comes to you physically having them in bed. Having said this, I said 12 years ago, I made a statement that not all marriages will say what the Lord has put together. But some are put together by us. Some are put together by people. Some are put together by the situations and the circumstances we are in. It's only about less than 1% of marriages that are put together by God. And I was insulted. That's the right word. They disagreed, insulted me. I even lost some channels and lost some people. Only to find out this morning that His Eminence, Archbishop Duncan Williams, on TikTok, exactly as if he's reading my book, repeated the same thing. And they are applauding him. So finding a right partner for marriage is difficult because marriage defocuses you. And if you listen to her very carefully, she said for 6 months, we've not been together. These girls, when they are not together with you, they feel you don't love them. Can you imagine that you're living with them in the same house? You wake up in the morning, they expect you to send them a message. I miss you. I love you. They expect you to send them an audio whilst you slept on the same bed with them. This project work is bigger than Agenda 111 that was not completed. So if you don't take care, you will collapse before the election and they will vote against you. So if you listen to her, she had a pre-meditation for waiting for 6 months and arriving. One of the key things that she wanted to seal the relationship with was sexual intercourse. And when you are a man that a woman plans to come and eat you, if you don't take care, you'll be eaten by the wrong thing. Because anytime they plan to eat you, you don't perform well.
Anytime they plan to eat you.
If you have a different experience, you can share, but your wife is listening. What I'm saying is, you are holding your mouth. Everybody's watching you live on Facebook. When you hold your mouth, it means who will be can. Now maybe I'm attending team. Because today I heard you say, I shall close your microphone. I have something to say. A host who has something to say. This is simple. So this girl has a taste, and by the physique of the young man, he said he's too handsome. Handsome guys. If you get at 10 handsome guys, naturally handsome guys, you get at 10. 8 of them are lazy. By research. Fine boys, 8 are lazy.
Macho men are not good.
Oh, please forget about it.
Fine boys are.
Because fine boys expect that girls will take care of them because they are fine. It's just like beautiful women. Sibo, if you have a beautiful wife and you are still married to her, thank God. Because it's difficult to have a relationship with people who are beautiful. Not people they say, like I'm not Coco. No makeup, she's beautiful. With makeup, she's beautiful. So if you have people who are naturally beautiful, they have gotten everything. It's difficult to run with them. So when a woman goes to say, this guy is a handsome guy, he is what I've been waiting for. And she is disappointed because the guy has spoken an honest truth to her. And she says she's confused. She's heartbroken. Broken for what? Kalu.
She wasn't expecting.
Kalu. Broken for what? How do you build marriage before marriage? Nobody can practice marriage until you are married. That's what I'm saying, that we don't introduce girlfriends. We don't introduce sex mates. We only introduce wives and husbands. So who are you? That's why if I'm going out with Rosie today and she's able to tell you, I will never take her serious again in my life.
Why?
Because why is he telling everybody?
To a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
You are not qualified for introduction. That is why when we are doing, how old are you now? Happy birthday to you. And they said it's coming from the wife. I said, Ben, but if it is any of the side chicks, roof girls are working. Don't allow them. Because these people are not. So a young lady, 6 months old guy, you have already finished your wedding plan. You've told everybody about it. Make her done her 6, make her 4 days for who and one something can. Me was about 6 days. Some about now. A sister say walk to fear bina make 20 be crowd their call. And to me what China most see a pillow be a wide to a cunium. Me say na cunium when you may told their command. Magiska on the top job. So even going to set up the place, they've announced to everybody. And the girl who is coming to sleep over in your house and announce it before they come. Let her go back home because she has exposed you.
Go back to where she's coming
straight. And you want him so bad. I may pierce Sanya. Man can't try every. I mean, to me, call and to me catch every some about bed and to be an incrono for me. I mean, young point on the team point, and to depend on him some more. See you, Martin. And then me and Casamini, if you may call all night and tea. A bayan.
Was that kind of for safety reason?
So anytime you think you are not safe with me, why are you coming? Rosie, risk and die. It is not marriage, so don't expose it.
It's conflict of interest because say money you don't introduce girlfriends.
So then once you don't introduce, why do you announce your exit to my house?
I'm going to see.
I'm going to see.
I'm going to sleep. Me call 4 days. Me call counselor 4 days.
My name is sister Net.
I mean, these are the people. Look, anybody you with a sister, be careful when you're dating them. Or you see, when you are single, you are not supposed to be announced. You're dangerous because you see, she's broken. Do you know why she's broken? Because some other people might have knowledge about who the guy is, or the guy that nanted that, or be a who guy be a fine guy. Telling a guy to say, cool. There's no other glitter that is good. And your baby behind you. Hey, you are cool. What you do now? See, there be Jing. Hey, come on. SMS you. Bema. Oh, grandma, sir. Shame. Bibi me wanna. Me yimi who shall lingerie. The Bema brim. So your information is not out there. Everybody looks at the guy and go to Instagram. Guy, we eat. The guy is not touching your wine. Rosie, madam, forget not what la person. Any boy you or nothing. Hey, making go soon. Then the third party will know. So the announcement the guy gave, and the guy could have been lying.
Okay.
I read the story. I said it could be that the girl came, and by virtue of the appearance, she's not what the guy wants. And one of the things that every girl would detest is to tell them something like this. So the guy could have also been lying.
But why would you go that extent?
Because that is what they are afraid of today.
I mean, you could have used any example. Like
what? I'm a criminal, I'm a sakawa, I'm ritualist. Another, I know the Saki the Jai. Maybe you do, Missy getting there, you get your car because I tell you, say, now me use can Mawali, now I see the Chani Pampua. So I'm saying that it could be two things that the guy is not. He is not again, but the lady came and realized that she's not what it is. So there have been girls that have naked themselves and you have regretted, but if you don't eat, it's not be fine. So you try to brush and you sack them.
If you don't eat, it will not be what?
Feeling bad, what you have to do is that to avoid the curse of Ewin Anono, the best thing to do is to Dinis Anonko. But unfriendly view. So there are too many strategies, but this girl is fortunate. If we should take the story by itself, say it is true there, then she is lucky to hear it early. Pack out. If she has not done a lot of introduction, then she's saved. But if she has exposed the relationship and qualified the guy as a future husband, then she'll be more broken. This is where she needs to seek for help and counseling. But hear this from me. Don't ever make a decision of a relationship without consulting. God doesn't put together a game. The only one he put together was Adam and Eve, and they disappointed him. From that day, he has not put anybody together, including me and my wife. God never put us together. My wife knows who. I am managing to marry her by my mind. I put myself together. Simple. How can you manage such a beautiful woman in your house unless you put yourself together? Have you sat in a car that your air conditioner is not working before, and your wife is rolling the glass down? And instead of her to roll the glass straight, on can't you? Can't you wise people say, should I roll down? And you tell me, what's that say? Say, what can you buy shit? And now you didn't say, in Yajuma. The next one said, can I roll down? Like, can I roll down? Question now is, I don't do my time. Are you allergic to air conditioning? Or are you allergic to air conditioning? Or say no. But the car is hot, you don't feel it. Now say no. Okay, I want to roll down. This girl needs counseling. And the rest of you watching me, who have seen guys like Sebo and you want to go for them, please remember, the ex-MP's daughter is pregnant and has been impregnated, according to the research, by a guy waiting for appointment from Mohammed's government. They don't know whether they should accept the pregnancy. Yes. Whether they should accept the pregnancy, because the guy might have missed the appointment. This afternoon, they brought the list of ministers. We're waiting for CEOs and almost China, MP, no. Necessity from this girl will cast a future lawyer on 0277 seek for help 609 644. Hear me. Don't make any decision without consulting those who know what it takes to be. Don't go and sleep over to confirm whether the guy can marry you or not. Anything can happen. Sleeping over is a risk, but if you eat protected, eat covered, so that you don't have a child and regret. This girl is fortunate. 0277 609 644. Makbe ginger honey chips. Oda and Jefu. Beko no dajem.
Thank you very much, guys. You're promising what this has been the Angel Drive. And also to your listener about Papa Sen and then your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Papa Sen. And I have Papa Sen on Facebook. Happy birthday. Superman Benji, so happy birthday to you. Have a beautiful evening. Peace on News is up next month.
Well, I say you know positive so. Stand up for me.
My son, you know not saying most of the boys we they see the key. This game thing will be key. You sure? Thank you. Close the door. You will feed the if true. Hi. You know on the
No one is coming here. All right.
The light. Oh wow. If you go there, here no be easy like that place. Here everybody finish, I mean. So more good outside.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because here they will come and can't talk for airplane.
I hear better.
But the light.
Don't worry.
I wish.
When is that? When is that? I'm looking
I'm not seeing talk say good day there, nothing will change you.
You know we say nothing matter, but what are the talk we say? You go there, then later you go Charlie. Make I get chest. Why do I travel that way? I go sometimes. Then I forget. Emme translate. Imagine. For Akunyani man, this afford you. Your place you are choosing for me is good, but Charlie. But then person who honor
Contimacia, Charlie. A tea for me, that's it. Maybe I worry.
Okay.
When your case, I'm a so because I'm so one yes, sir. We want to send. Hey, Nadia Kenya, more TikTok for Boko there. Young choir. Campaign time at Chum. Me edi camp classing in 2 fear by many then. Well, and you're bad. Enter from there. I mean, so all right, let's go this way. Room 4. The reflection, Adjosa. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue our conversation. We'll definitely find a place finally. Hey, definitely, I know, definitely. But for the next one, let's see if I can use this area and let's go together. So the story is straightforward. A young lady has found herself a guy that he believes that this is my guy. But unfortunately, the guy says he's a gay. And that is where we are now. So Abna will come and read a story for us. And then we take it from there. At least for the next 1 hour. I think where I am is bad. Or is not too bad. It depends on how you see it. So those of you watching, please go and monitor for me. Monitor for me on Facebook and see if it's clear, okay? Thank you for your good work. Are you okay watching? Am I okay online? I'm dark. Is he on Facebook or on TikTok? Facebook, I'm dark. Well, we are sorry, Facebook. We apologize. The other place they wanted us to go is not bad, but it will affect us. Boys in the sports, boys in the bar. Almost guests, they will too much. I think something has been done for me. I don't know, somebody has touched the internet. So to bring me here to be good for me. So just a quick one. Abna, welcome. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm okay.
How's life?
We did talk.
Look at you. But you know I'm not fine with you because you didn't come to church. You didn't come to church.
Wow, sister, who cancer friend me? Member throw her. Oh, yeah, dear crime and mobile. Okay. Young share guest appearance from Madam. Madam Zena then. I've now seen you the oil. I'm now where? Is it this one? Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're back again online. Thank you very much for having that patience for us. I'm now freezing. Please hit your screens. Let's wait for Abna. Very important. Why? Hit your screens. Let's wait for Abna. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Today's story is a nice story. It's a good story. It makes a lot of sense. But yeah, just said then you need my phone. And easy. But I have family son of your shoes. But I'm moving book at meet you, my veteran. But yes, setting here. Abraway, me traveler. Make us honorable TikTok now. Me honorable because I'm going to pick it. DVC is. A win and a show. Right, so those of you who are live here watching us, I don't know how it's done, but I'm trying to see, sir. Oh my God! The camera switch. Sorry. Yeah, they guessed. So Facebook people, I'm just waiting for Abna. Abna came, but I think the line was frozen. Is there a word like that, frozen? So we are moving from 90 to 44. I understand, but we will get there. It will be hard, we know that the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will. It will be hard, we know that the road will be muddy and rough, but we'll get there. Heaven knows how. Are we live on TikTok? Abna, please check for me. Are we live? Are we live on TikTok, Abna? Abna, please check if we are live on TikTok. Heaven knows how we will get there. Yes, okay. So the story will be read for us by Abna. But today's story, like I said from the beginning of the show, I admire the level of training per the documentary and the voiceover I heard when our president was being installed yesterday. When I say our president, it was not, I'm talking about my president, your president in Ghana. I'm talking about Donald Trump in America. Yesterday, we had the families were around, and I heard what they were saying, and it was a good thing what he said about Donald Trump. It was a good thing to hear that coming from them, and I think it's good. It's not bad. Let's all learn. That if it's not bad, it's not bad. If it's good, it's good. So then I'm waiting for Abna. Okay, so hit your screens for me. Can we spread the news? Can we invite other people to be part of the show? Once you say we are live, then I know we are live. And so hit your screens and let's see if we are live. This thing, am I right with it? This is not what we'll be using. That's what I'm waiting for Abna. Abna, is that what we'll be using? The guest pattern. Abna, say that here. Oh, my moderator. She's finding it difficult to connect. So let's try and see who is also there. Finally. Oh, finally. She's in. Oh, I know you are in. Am I right? I'm not much out of Mama. Abraham.
Network
Hey, you know what? I've not want to have baby. That's all. Abna Makwabo. And Abna network in Jinasuye. Meaning says, we feed the biot seno abagana dia metinasi. Because Senya sa ena sa dia na omoka. Because o Ghana na network in here juma metiwasi. But we are one. Good evening. Good evening. Oh. Hello. And do time I be accept to enter me abna efa one mo wase wafa. Abna ate menga.
Ndede baby.
Aye die dada.
Enti won kan, pa short menka.
Ya ate say o see baby.
There's a network na dinu wo.
Kafra. Maybe I will pa adinu. Kafra. Shano can't be because everything you say can be used against you in the court of law because you're too you abna for turning on and off but we are some dear. O network enye juma and this is Bema ni Bema enginaso. Me can in terms of Bema or more muscles ni Bema enye juma. Bema so an ye fun akase so ni Bema enye ejuma. Enti hwan de e na ye ejuma. Obaso hu se Bema na ne tim ni Bema ni ye ejuma pa de o hia ni very simple. But modern na ma wonsan ka makpa ginger honey chips. Or we know anya show and new one I said the Bema a juma pa. A ginger is the highest commodity in the world. A ginger. Now enya fertilizer ginger, a black ginger. Ginger me create me bohu de we. And one sem and a year came. Me the munina say. Nana me try bisa abna say. Adia ye. Sa let's see. Is that the one we have been using because I feel the guest thing we are using is not the one we'll be using every time. It will be any is and then the TikTok name mommy we pa and them baby and system them. Now first one I buy we next soon do fixed panel on yami fit. What I say? Fixed panel in yami fit sir. Abraham, I'm training you. Kafra, say we are wasting more of the time. Facebookers, you are dropping down. I'm sorry. Write your comments, write your questions here. We are discussing sexual preferences before marriage. How to find the right person for marriage. This is our discussion for today. How to find the right person for marriage. Is there a right person at all? Is there a way to locate a right person before the marriage? Can you get a right person before the marriage? And if you get a right person before the marriage, what does it add? What comes up? Who is that right person? Because most of us have come to the crossroads of our life in marriages, and we only realize we are married to the wrong person after 10 years, after 15 years. We are only staying with them because the children might not have, we think the children will not have a good life if we find another person in our life. And some of us have attempted going out with certain guys behind our husbands, and they are worse off because we think they will not be able to meet the target in our lives. But I'm telling you, marriage cannot be compared to empathy. So whoever you have gone to have a relationship with, any lady that you have met in your life behind your wife, and you think that their behavior is disconnecting them from becoming the real people you want to marry, let me promise you that you might be wrong. You might be wrong. You might be wrong. And it's unfortunate that when people are not really popular and you are doing your video, they want to show off. So they walk in majestically as if they own anything. But this guy cannot even buy a bottle of ginger honey chips. It tells you he uses his money on his wife and children alone. So such people, you don't invest in them. His name is actually the technician for the station. But Nisika Ensono and Onigel. It's my channel.
Point of correction. Point of correction.
Is it? Energy correction. Actually, I don't like to know so. The last one. AC no so. They are tripping over. Atuaba, the Atuaba haven't by take a cry now. Means my that. Mandi and me catch him said, Abnawaba. I said, Abna pattern here. Atu, medical people
Okay. Yeah, okay.
check break and go. But Abna, also Yansis say na yin Janice.
Anyway, this girl. Oh, yeah, what the against son for photos on there that time for back.
Okay, and the way I have, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we are 9. Okay, I'm not here quiet. Hey, Honorable Abba.
Your network.
Honorable. Honorable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, when your network?
That's what their council. I say.
When your network?
Network, right?
What freeze bear 1 hour cry again over Casa?
Honorable, when your network?
Wow,
Let me shout. I said, we say, what would when this when your network, there is a corona ye. Why are you power?
As a young new president,
America for my idea, and now Musumai a nice story. It was a colorful one, nicely, and Donald Trump have a lot of humor. I never quite am a friend and said, or change draw and you can't say, or just a letter woman, and almost a Joe Biden actual letter. And or just said, or also 8 years ago, Ujani letter was the same Jordan. So it made me believe, sir, it means that the decks that Donald Trump is using is the same decks that Joe Biden used. And now a fulfro. Are there things we can be learning from our predecessors? So that when issues like this come, yes, you're seeing a difference because AFA pass continuity with that. But yeah, you have to be careful with security. How secured are you with the continuity? AFA, and it was a colorful thing. America for my idea. Yamishra America, Libya. Our president has come. Or signing Yama Matisse. Maintain said no signing, but we say actually baby say citizenship by birth no we twem.
I was signing.
And it is our planning a citizen.
Oh, you'll be out when you wait for your idea.
No, so parent, yeah, citizen.
Nipa ba parent ba ko.
You might get.
And it's a parent back here, citizen. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if one parent is a citizen.
Yes, you get.
And yes,
none of them, they just
okay.
Yeah, sorry.
And it's a Gobana say, Obi to Kwanke Kabawo or the own citizen bet you.
But the partner will be there, Clanibina.
Sunday, you don't remember go farmer, Omedi won.
I
know they will jump on no Cassa, no Shay,
Mongasa, drink and son of no Baba drink, and yeah, near the Colana by Shem for. Oh,
people already do this, but forget that, it's a news.
That's why you don't know what to do the best.
And no.
Now say, who Yafesa?
Oh,
then Castle Yaka, say, who Yafesa? Was our own semi. Nana say, own semi. And just say, yeah, and I saw some so Bobaka Cranka say, any DNA from birth.
Same people on Yanni Mujano, that type of Cabra.
Oh, and DNA in the Biaba, when ends me,
because
that be on the Saturday,
I have point because he won't be. Because America, my America wife, my name is Sundai, so I won't have for.
Hey, let me see. Oh,
It's okay. To my dream.
Oh, I saw American wife. There's no good and incredible to this.
Oh, your citizen 50.
Donald Trump was assassin. Donald Trump was assassin. I did for so.
Also, there.
Also, you won't have phobia. You better find in a few. Acting.
And if she always you better come I want to know ya. Yes, I'm here. I'm here, him. Yes, I'm here.
It's a lot of yeah.
You may be a better. But I dear Bakwan, no, I am a friend said. Nibabemana already 18 and Titiani account. And Pennyphone be more to tell you. And a Omachomra and I hear this say, but near found quite good. And ya dear Bian, I am money pie, see a mom. And ya dear Bian, I am mano ebisa, almost a fantasy and from mouth. And ya dear Bia, and I am money say, yes, see him from bra, and see a demon. Makada say, now come there, Miss Soria. I damn a pray who I may and say, Michiam money fees from the beginning of the year. You be a quiet and good to your fees. But my sister Margin. They say, young trends are not schooling my letter, say, Modica, and son of me good here.
She got some microphone.
Hey, school name letter, they said, no deal.
Abna, because me and me school fees first. But me nyashim fimu. What does it?
Some of us do.
I can't open every.
And my mother said, and Colani fees, no. First 3 months, no. Yam pam woni nye de desa na me fan to treasury bills 3 months.
Hey.
Go fees no mo. Yam pam from
Quanglican 2 GSS.
La Quantana LA primary school.
See na ma bi yam say la Quantana for the moon je fees simple.
Je, omo come ni mo ni ma de no.
Na the yam say see no to see school no like it's becoming irritating for us because fees na yentua no em say na nansa me ba ne bebo ade bi din ne ma me se ese o nkoto and obaji scan they say they go science practicals like they are trying to run a lot of things that I feel say I can afford. But I look at other parents. Obi awa born school fees are not betu ye. But na ya bra say science particles. Nansen onwe school fees school abano. Ne amo internet assignment. Amo ti internet ye chia. Ne you see, so I think that they are making education stupidly expensive. Very, very stupidly expensive. Because and I don't know why they're happy about it. Because say ma akwala assignment ombre fie enkwala 4 obia the internet nso gidi any American internet near kano moto $50 moko any UK dia moto $30 amoko no Ghana hano when me wani mpo ato 800 Ghana cedis bandwidth I be running ebe ma data kese but somebody so be use so e be twa me konsa bosumi be wu and start e ko very painful. So I realized that they are adding more expenditure to our lives. I pity parents who don't really have all. But may God help all of us. And finally, I want to encourage all parents that don't take care of your children to come and take care of you.
Right.
Don't take care of any of your children to come and take care of you. So don't use all the money to take care of them. Use some. I plead with you. Use some. Say edu baby na bayire di trophy ne do ko a di me fa go to fees. Why? Koshe. Now money fees no engu. Member ye
money fees for 2 weeks. Omo promo aso mun 2 coin kra nkoshe ade kakra baby. Ka fa kun ye duma sa. Mun nyeke bobo esika no sa no be di 2 weeks for Ghana. We be so ke nwe hia we just start to kwai ko baby kakra.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
I say, it as I say when Yankofo be casetia, na me fa born in chow. Because here kasa ko baby. Me dey been say me honorable do 2 coin. We film kuro nukura ba Ghana have it na. Ono so 2 coin 6 months, 8 months. Ono there.
Yeah, but wow.
No, 2 coin 8 months, 6 months. What's it? Sika na chire wo because Ghana ha
money.
Ube tena first 3 days and I will say sika ye de Ghana. Go honorable obekro mu a to am nsuo pe no onu plastic water.
Boga papa.
Na say bibia boy 1,500 for Ghana. Bibia 1,000. Bibia na oji yeni. We $100 here. $100. We top petrol 50. We tell you I need 300. We are over Venus Canada. What's up?
Na so we say, na there be banana. Only is Americans so auto gas 50 a. And one no. Auto gas 50 because me call Jersey na me fee New York kwa. Me talk gas 60 a. Me call about between farm baby. This is the
Yes, start joining you. Hold on, guys.
To. You see your penny be about line.
Hold on. PCS is in the building.
Are you sure it's PCA?
I saw the name. Maybe I now will say, oh no, dear.
Picking in and say or no, because PCA dear.
Hello, PCA, Pachayawa, my high. The Mao accolades, the high tone. Didn't show ye. You.
I don't know.
I don't think so. No. Hey, that's how you see my meeting. I think.
She's not the one.
No.
Now we investor.
Oh.
Hey, on one. Oh.
No, she's not the one.
Abna Esther also for you but or your back kind and your PSC.
You Yaxi. Yes, welcome. Why?
Abna guy Esther. So for mommy Esther. I sing Esther.
Oh.
Say or your firstborn into your PSC and your friend Esther.
Pacho, make request na bra. Hey.
Oh, how did
you counsel? Also, I was Sunday Dino.
Oh, how?
I was Sunday Dino Tina. And I'm boy.
Hey, Esther, oh, how?
Ah, anyway.
I own kind of. I see, baby, of a cobia or the Urefi. So for my Esther.
Baba.
Abraham Sudia Refia bound. Honorable. Honorable.
Yes.
Unim Esther.
My one papa.
Tell me. I see, see, baby,
I baby, or have a campana, or your friend say, oh, my, so our pass anyone on Shadana, or be our Coswa, none, now you know, I'll let you be. Master Namokana. I'm not one cow.
Moderators.
I know, yes, the people chairmo.
Yes, the people chairmo.
Yes, the people join me.
Yes, when you saw Mammy, I don't know what I is for you.
Yes, the people join me.
Yes, the people join me.
It's not because I original one, no, it's a way a refano.
So, what the many I here, but she's not the one. Mathieu. Yo, Abna can you crack at my near? Yahuni Bakrodia, I am quiet. Yasam.
I know.
Young quiet.
Okay. Sorry for the day. Hello, Sipo. I'm getting depressed and I think I need some help because this issue is haunting me and I need some help. I've been with this guy for 6 months and we have been getting along so well. He's very handsome and well-mannered. But I decided to spend 1 week with him at his apartment and I realized something wasn't right. It was as if I was rather keeping him hostage and he kept asking when I would leave, when I had already planned my stay with him. One evening, we were watching a movie and a sex scene appeared and I thought it would lead to something because so far we have only kissed, but nothing happened. Later that evening, while laying in bed, he told me he had a confession and to my surprise, he told me he was gay and just needed a relationship to cover up. I almost had a heart attack because there was no signs. He looks very muscular and built that no one would suspect him. I don't know what to do at this point because I thought I had found real love after series of heartbreak, matters of the heart. And then now Chima. So I've been being Chima. Because I didn't take Tina Chena. We share a brandy be for 6 months. A brandy no Frank Casta. A brandy su boadier. Inteja no sia. Enyeja. Because spending 1 week do a brandy and fan gets every year. Also do papa fear. Papa na say. Papa ne am like or feeling uncomfortable or no one feel. Na be na da be na obeko. Mami. Na be na obeko feel no say oh. I said, me and me, they no way do come out that today, and that Ben Nabeco, that Ben Nabeco, and or send the and you maybe do your motion movie behind it. Or draw, send the baby, or draw, send the dream. Maybe also because we shall granty, who are friend and not kicking, and the behind shed and happen. What's a man can?
After you tell them,
Anna of Beman on any share, mafia, but everything no damp him, the Beman stay or Becca got your baby, or be confess after nothing, and be man say, hey, me dem me pe memo. Now one me be pair was in a be a me de be catastrophe, in a be a me sexuality chia kwine. Sister say, hey, and konyanya heart attack. Or say, hey, now one for to be beyond to super pay you because or you well built or yes or sex part not that day. No, I ain't ya pa because no castle will you or the kind cause I'm on for be brave, bubu na kuma into M1 and I must say.
Hey, yeah, that's why. Yeah, quite. Abrayati, what's your take on the story?
So we put it, are even lucky the guy has told you, say, sexuality, say, you know, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Just move on. And I hope I saw any guy and it's not do baby or practicing the art no or so on. He has told you the truth. You know, just move on. You know, there's nothing more to do or to say. Just move on. He has told you, say, oh no, be foul just to cover up. So leave. And no, makes me aka.
But the intent of the girl said, or expertise said, is it natural to every lady who visits a guy?
Oh, I saw there. Oh, in Bimo how before movie date, no more to make us a young chain, you worry, Bimo saw their own no shower, no baby. You know, so no, if she was feeling like that, I don't think so, Bonnet. Because it's natural for a man and a woman to get intimate in a closed environment. You know, if she was thinking that, she wasn't thinking wrong. So,
because I'm son again, not being this because best and
I said that's the norm. It's or drinks. I don't think say police or drinks. Because of course,
okay, it means so I know have a conversation to wear that already.
No, comes on the plan.
That's where it's leading. Yes. That's where
if she was thinking that way, I think
she will be expected.
Never.
Best when it could be, you know. Best maybe no.
Then no, no.
So, and all of us are thinking the girl having a certain expectation that she never got it. Is she right to conclude? Because she says only cases came up now. Or see only cases came. So her traveling to the house was to go and continue from kissing to sex. Is that it?
Oh, I don't really think so. It was all about sex. Okay.
Yes. Counselor, yes.
Oh no, come on. How can you go and visit someone for 1 week?
I don't
think so. The main focus was all about sex. No, sometimes you want to have some time with someone, not because they said the baby, but that's not the primary cause there because she will be there changing. She said she wanted to get to know the guy better.
So when a woman says, I want to know you better, does it include sexual intercourse?
Oh, and send the icing on the, you know.
So is it very easy to identify? Is it very easy to identify a person who is qualified to be your husband or your wife, especially a husband?
You can't. No.
Counselor, do you have to live together to?
Oh, Nana said, take your time. Oh, you've not followed the protocol here.
Now, what about baby?
Hey. So, Abna, because you see, the lady said there was a scene in the movie they were watching. And in the scene, she was expecting that because of that scene, at least the guy would tend to her, but the guy didn't. So if you say you want to study somebody, studying people, does it include their sexual ability and sexual advances?
No, others will include it because they want to know performance of the guy, the length of the whatever, and all of that.
So can you judge a guy's sexual ability by the first sexual act they have with you?
No.
So why do you add
judge.
it to?
I won't judge.
So why do you add it to your?
Oh, say you don't need that only need that first time. It best out to us. If you are first one who pray, no, out of the excitement that I did, I say no, I said bear man who pray. But second, third time, no, the guy will become more relaxed because he has gotten to know, the thing. To go be more relaxed. Yes.
So what you are saying is that it is likely that every first sexual act from a man they will underperform.
Likely, not 100%, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, likely. Yeah, likely. Yeah.
Oh, okay. This one, let me just ask Ose, is it likely that a guy's first sexual performance they will not perform well?
No.
Hey, please come up. Why? Come up.
Okay.
Not
necessarily.
Okay.
Not necessarily the first time you underperform.
Okay. So Abner, it means that what you are saying shows that first impression doesn't really matter to a woman.
Oh, man, it doesn't really. Because now, what looking out for.
Okay.
And so, I do looking out for. So, people have first appearance now. And people also in the show. People also are first appearance will not go well, but the second, third, continuous one, it will be better. And who the first one is judging the party wrongly. Then what do you get?
So
whatever was meant for you and IBB.
So what of those who don't call ladies again after their first performances? We know guys who have eaten girls once and they don't want to see them again. And I've seen girls who have allowed themselves by certain guys once and they vowed never to give them chance again.
Oh.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Because this girl's statement was that we have kissed once. So going to sleep over was to go and then add what you call the icing to the cake. But this is where the guy was not seeing anything. Even to the extent that there was a scene in the movie that she was expectantly looking at the way the lady was kissed. The guy might repeat the same thing. It didn't happen. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So if you say she's broken-hearted, do you think that she's broken-hearted because the guy is a gay? Or she's broken-hearted because when Odi no cancer, it could have been different.
That be broken heart near say guy near gay because no castle when we not true love. Broken heart near aspect near because I told her say he's gay.
So what do you think is causing the broken heart? Is it because the guy is a gay?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what is breaking her heart.
Because the guy is a gay. Say, now, one of the people come up on a gay person, she feel her, how would she feel?
So I'm not if you come and meet your husband with a fellow man and come and meet your husband with a woman, which one will get you more?
How can I come and meet my husband with a man? What are you doing with a man?
I'm only asking, which one will get you more?
Oh, Uncle for Bano. I bet my daughter here. Kofa Bano and no food near me. I also Kofa Bema. Really?
And then I said, what you crew ya so bedi obi for a cheer. You expect say onye bibi and any beje.
My own free now that is now go quack with you. Who could you say we need beje? To go far now any beje. So
now when you meet, in case by mistake you chance on your husband's side chick, her beauty, doesn't really affect you. Whether she's beautiful or she's ugly.
I'm pretty.
No,
Have
what
you
I'm
seen me?
so what I'm saying is that if you find an ugly woman following your husband, will you be hurt as compared to a beautiful woman following your husband?
Oh, I won't be hurt. Say, I don't know, pain. Why will I be hurt by his choice? No, that's what makes him happy. That's what he wants. And not fire. So why will I be hurt? I will be choice. No.
Well, thank you for helping us understand what it is. I will definitely have 2 questions for you, but let me allow others to come through. So the lady is broken-hearted because the guy has spoken to her, said, I am not straight. Is that how they call them? Yes. I am not straight, but I'm using you for a cover up. And that's what I didn't ask Abuna about it, but the guy says, I'm only using you to cover up so that people will not see my sexual preference. And the lady is looking up for a husband in future and have seen a guy who looks like her taste. My question on the floor is it easy to identify your taste as a woman? If yes, how do you identify your taste before marriage in all areas?
So ask the question again. Ask the question.
The ladies, if you read the lady's statement very carefully, she's all out for a guy that she wants to spend her life with and has qualified this guy to be one of them. And I'm saying that, is it easy for you as a woman to find your type of man you want to be married to in future? Is it very easy to identify them? If yes, how do you identify them? How do you identify a qualified man for you in future? Or we all need to make mistakes and finally agree to live with a mistake? How do you identify?
A man will come and propose marriage to you.
Yes.
That man proposing marriage to you and I say, you don't like. And now about it, and I say, or looking out for something before saying yes to a man. If you see that thing in the person and you feel say, oh, you're okay with it, you want to spend the rest of your life with that person, you say yes. But say looking out for what I want face. Some people look out for our yes. People looking out for sika, yes. People also looking out for character, yes. People also looking out for the fear of God in people, yes. But people change, you know. You can never know a person. You can never know a person 100%. International, our risky kakra, because you never know what you are fully getting yourself involved on. So even when you are in it, you don't even know what to expect for China. It's a bit dicey anyway.
So for you, you don't believe that you can find the type of man or the type of woman you want to live with until you marry the person?
Yes, because maybe even when we share, Nana is handsome. I feel so Nana you but they be one Nana who so enquire. But means busy on a wafeno and Casamika worrying and Nana maybe I was fending one worrying and Nana Samika did him say there are more to retire.
So you believe that all of us must venture to make mistakes and either live with the mistakes or correct the mistake?
Exactly, because you can never know a person. You go to me when you part 100, you can't know a person before you marry the person. And even in the marriage, you can never know the person.
Then divorce is more important.
Patron say.
Then divorce is more important.
Divorce is important.
How?
Because when you go into something and then the thing is not helping your life, it's not helping your future, it's causing you to lose your life. You can opt out. Divorce is not a crime. Who are they? That's also better now because of Sadia now. I mean, what's the essence?
Then we shouldn't allow people. So we should not allow people to become bitter in marriage. They should take the decision of leaving. But the thing is that
when you become bitter in marriage, it affects people around you. So it makes you become a bitter person in life. How are you a bitter person in marriage, and then how do you expect to give love outside? You can't do that, because workers are the love. You don't even have love for yourself. If you're in a bitter marriage and it's draining you, taking the best out of you, making you a monster, you need to walk out.
Oh, okay. But what I'm saying is that, like we just said, it means that when you leave that monster, you might meet another monster. So you should be ready for meeting monsters until you find a husband.
If you meet a monster, you have the courage, the power, the will to stay with the monster. It's up to you. Nobody is forcing you.
Okay.
If you meet the monster, now it's me now monster, not until the end of your life, you stay with the monster.
So should you live with a monster because of the children you have?
You don't have to live with the monster because of Impalano. The kids will go and they will go.
Okay. So
in Impalano, I will say you are living with the monster. And what if you die? Who is going to take care of the kids? Because of the kids, then you die in the hands of the monster. Who is taking care of the kids? In Impalano, I will say you are staying because of Impalano. Who is taking care of the kids?
Is this your advice going for only women, or you also want to tell men to take the same decision?
Yes, some men are also in a very toxic marriage. Well, some men are also going through it.
Because there are other men who are suffering in the hands of nice women in public, but wicked at home.
Exactly.
So what you are saying, does it also go for men? That because you see, when women see you, when women see you and you're married before and you're out of marriage, they think otherwise. But it means that you can go and try marriage. If it doesn't work, you can live and go and look for what you think will work. But it's likely you make mistake again.
Yeah, it's very likely.
Where is Clarice? Because I have a question for Clarice and Esther. Because they are victims. They are victims that can ask some 2 questions. You cannot answer. Honorable two cannot answer. Esther can answer, but I need Clarice as well. But thank you very much. Do you have any other thing you want to add so that we start with the panel? Okay, so let's go with the panel.
What is all about? Let's go with the what?
No, I'm listening. You say life is what?
Oh, I mean, as counselors have been always saying, happiness in there. Happiness is you give yourself happiness. So find happiness with yourself. If you don't have happiness with yourself, you can't give happiness to people. You can't give love to people. And it's very wrong to live in an environment where people will tag you as a toxic person. Because who background now, wants to run away because the energy that you bring around, it's not good. If you are in something and the thing is killing you, I mean, if you can work on it, fine. If you can't work on it, you leave. Don't stay and die. Oh, thank you.
Well, we'll come and ask you how to work on it. So let's go ahead. Who speaks next? How do you identify the right person as a man or a woman?
Stopping. Counselor say.
So, Mami Afa.
Yeah, Jao. Counselor, good evening.
Good evening. So, Mami, the question is, is it easy to identify a right man to be married to as a woman?
But then said me okay, so personally no me nipa your rights mama dear. Mera say be nipa show nyame any be ma tuntu me rights no.
Jose.
Me say nipa your rights mama like sometimes say be me choose obi na me sha e be obi o show nyame a o ye tuntu ma be o ye juma that's all.
A man who is
and me fan say rights ma
who just a Berman in body yet tuntum. You don't pay Gadia now, Obia.
Okay.
Berman on pay Gadia now, a chimney or yet tuntum.
Oh, I don't pay Gadia.
Oh, say, and go and blame Gadia and only a tomb.
Oh, if you more than pay Gadia, me say me ban say me dey sha like nipa me dey sha yeah me make say be your right to me no maybe obi o sum nyame ni obi a say me mpe kokko aha e na dem as maybe oye ejuma nti na me fa say oh this is the right person for me well
eti wo dia opa bema tuntum a osuo nyame. Now, Esther, I'm pleading with you. Do you know? Can you identify a man who fears God? Eh?
Counselor, I be assuming I mean you be or yeah.
No, you'll be assuming I Is this somebody who worships God or someone who fears God?
Fear and worship now.
But can you identify a man who fears God? Eh? Esther, is he on network? Oh.
Esther.
Is it easy for you to identify a man who fears God?
I know they didn't them.
So Esther, do you fear God?
Yeah, I fear God.
Esther, do you fear God?
Yes, please. Oh, I fear God.
How do we know that you fear God?
Oh, the other man who said, me fear God in the same. Me didn't wash so.
Wash in the away.
Some form qua, me call echo patch or sap.
The network is not helping Esther.
Sorry?
The network is not helping Esther at all. Honorable.
Yes.
Is it easy to identify a guy who can be a future husband for you?
Can you identify it?
Yeah.
Maybe not. Because at beginning of Ushia Ubia act like he's the best person you could ever meet. And so no. Uber gets to know the person about what in the view. Now there's a different story. Because I drama issues for the veteran. Now the main point is Nipa de Okase Nipa we mean now Oboa. Because we go obet me no what now so many years. Or then the character every seal. The character no so this seal. Over find it out. Now somehow if you are not what getting into the relationship already. Now you're late. It's up to you to decide. Say, over time that's one. Because we bet me I who said be the best or software. We bet me share or software. We bet me share some penny. We bet me share but who get to know the person and other who say the person who probably share no. Oh yes, I know too. You understand? And so you can't really identify anybody. Say, me identify the person because he's a good person. Who are in we are? Then you find out, say, you find out is he good or is she bad? And you know, to identify the person, I don't think so. Because you go or back or every character open natural. But after then you see say the part of crime, this I know and see, I don't think so you could identify with this radio where you can some one. You find out whether the person you hope for or not.
So what you are saying is like a statement that my wife made some months ago. She says that it's a statement my wife made, and I'm trying to understand you from that statement. My wife says that the sweetness of the pudding is in the eating. I don't know if that's how she said it, but so it means that all of us must marry before we will know whether we've made the right choice or the wrong choice. That's what she's saying. It means that if you've not married, you can't know that you have the right one or the wrong one. Because I also believe, I don't know why you want to know people fully before you marry them. Why do you want to know people fully? Because when you know them fully, it will shock you. You know, so what is your locus in looking for who they are? Is it so you can live with them or so you can depart from them? Because Abner said the same thing.
I think
Abner said almost the same thing. That you need to marry them and know whether they are the wrong ones or the right ones. And you're also saying that, who are independent we are? I don't know how to identify people's character. But I believe that all of us in this world, if you want to live long, you have to learn how to pretend. Because I always ask, if you take a picture with a friend or you take a group picture and they bring the picture to you, who do you look for first in the picture? Everybody will look for themselves. You understand, Abner? And if you are not looking good in the picture, you end up saying that the picture is not nice. So we are not supposed to be selfish, but we have to be very, very selfless. We should have our self-interest at heart. So I don't know why I want to know people fully. Yes, there are surprises in the world. But by what you are saying, it means that we cannot identify a future wife and a future husband until we marry them. So Esther wants a black-skinned man and wants a God-fearing man. Me, as I sit here, I don't know who fears God. I don't know. Because there are people who shun evil, but they don't fear God. Bible says that, and there was a man who lived in the land of Uz. His name was called Job. He feared the Lord and shunned evil. So there are people who don't fear God, but they shun evil. And there are people who fear God, but they don't shun evil. Because the grace abounds for them. So when you have this trait, like I want a man that fears God, I don't know how to identify a God-fearing man.
That comes to God-fearing, like it's what?
And Esther actually one in network now.
So SDA ni ana 100% mkwa. So when you 100% mkwa, at least wouldn't say be a would see 50.
Oh, honorable, sorry, now Esther Kasana trying to wear a patch of Owianwaba. Esther Yetio.
Council, I say 100% kwampa, unya 51 kwampa. Me can say be opi or so nyamia to me no. Ebia opia fine or sorry people.
So are you talking about somebody who attends church? Because you can attend church and you don't fear God. No, but people can attend church, they don't fear God.
You can't fear God. Oh, to me, because I fear God, but then at least I saw every and answer and the services become a render man of Quampona Unyebi. Nina can fear in no. That's how I see it.
Esther, are you aware that Esther? Are you aware that majority of people who go to church, they go to church because they are poor?
Because they are poor.
Yes.
And they're poor for a minimum for people come sorry.
No, listen, you don't understand what I'm saying. The rich, most of the rich people, they don't go to church. They only support the church. Look, when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was being inaugurated, I was given an invitation as a clergyman to come. When I was driving off to the inauguration that morning, despite and the rich people were playing football in the morning.
Sir?
Yes.
Sunday morning.
Yes.
Ebi anasa ade na no man kwa.
When the president wants to talk, he can invite despite and the people. You understand? He will invite these rich people because it's not because they came for immigration, but they are influential in society. They have money. Esther. Esther, Meshia girls be. What Jessica will be going. Jessica number 2. Omusu. Omusu. Say, and your boy young. Papa and him say, Adri chi obedi. What I say? So when you tell me that somebody who attends church fears God, I am telling you on record that majority of people who are in church, they are poor. The whole world, rich people don't attend church, but God knows them faster than the poor, because the poor you will always have. It means that the people who are scarce in our life are the rich. So if you want to identify a God-fearing man, please, I don't know one. Not even me. I don't know if fear God or me, I don't know, because every poor man is humble.
100%.
Esther, what do you call 100%? Kind of confusing me. Hey, one day you call here. Okay. Esther, what do you call? What do you call? What do you call 100%, Esther?
Oh, so 100% in the unya to say be a bibia pepe or be like Neniama or Chiniboni or yet Sanya man.
This network is not helping me. Because you see, our problem is, I want a God-fearing man. I want a God-fearing man. How do you even identify a God-fearing man? Because look,
a God-fearing man.
Esther, when you go into the church, those who fear God are those who are poor. It is poor people who fear God. And they don't fear God. Esther, if you get 10 poor people, you have 9 of them acting as if they fear God because they are poor. Look at somebody who goes to church Monday to Friday because they are not employed. When they get employment, you can see their lifestyle. They don't have children, and they make people feel that they are people who are first to come to church. When they have one child, they will prove to you they don't come to church. So I have come to believe that those who really say they fear God are the rich people. No poor man fears God. Oyeni ensuro nyame. So we be suro nyame pa yesikeni. Because dem bi ona aka, wo bibia. So if you are looking for a future husband and say I want a man that fears God, I have always said that the last thing you consider before marrying somebody is spirituality, not the first thing. It should be the last. Don't go for it first. You will be deceived. Oh, you see, Esther, yes. Esther, I understand where you are coming. And that's why I said I was looking for Clarice and you. This is your second marriage, is that right? This is your first marriage?
First out.
Okay, so you've not married before? So you chose, when you say a man who fears God, is he a prayer warrior? Is he a pastor? Is he a church worker?
Council, you know, be womo. Some 100% what's a minaka car, woman name.
Okay, but what's it mentions all the things. So you see, no, so tell us all the things that show that a man fear God when it comes to you.
You obi o show bonnie.
Bonnie then.
Sorry.
So Bonnie being there.
What's it?
Bonnie, what are some of the scenes? Bonnie being there.
Oh, near no. Chrono.
Chrono be
gossip.
To what?
Okay.
Chrono may be in the away.
Oh. Chrono no ebi ti office ebi so ya so akọ obi dem wo kwaje ne de ebi so ya so ti office atimi so wo ade ade zero si ye ne ma
me srewo se unu kru te ho se wa wale me na me de nkrofo bi ka na amaba gate o me hu mo camera nu na me se ko ka kire wo se me ni fia eye bone ana I don't know if you heard a question.
It's an internet matter.
Esther, let's leave Esther. Honorable. Honorable.
Wow. Yes.
So, from where you are coming from, you are believing that you can only know a right person after you are married to them. Is that what you're saying? Should we take it from that angle?
Yes. Yes.
So should we all be ready to make mistakes?
Oh, mistakes there. As long as you're human, of course you're going to make a mistake. It's a mistake there, it's there. But many points are not kind of say. Because ultimately, I say nipa way. He said good for me or good or not. Because nipa no. Everything you obi say, all the things you want to hear. You heard it from him. Or anything now, who hear or casa, you pass my city. Some minutes now, Ben. I am out. Oh, so, oh, Nipano, oh, yeah, good. And you know, oh, Mamma try it. Let me in natural. Then, after a year, not even a year, 5 years, 10 years later, 15 years later, then, who, Subabi, oh, Subano, Sabio, we shall first in any ho. Then I make us say, Obu or Castle Power. Generally, which now also, no matter how much you reject the person, they always come back. And you know, your wife say, okay, so the general will see Baba Yani, it could be something good for me. And you know, Nipas are also no. So I don't know, you would what dream in Abemano. Because when him said was a power no. Be I bedroom baby no friends obey treat you right. Because so why should be a China or Saka? It's a treasure to you. Obey to me treat you right. But a bedroom baby no will say any pana sabi or bano. Now oh yes I fed you all you knew. Now Bibi anya said one who be now feel sad way and yet now not your side the crony true and it's very dangerous. And you know, make me feel sad. There's no way you could find the right person. So about a life woman there or 20 years, 80 years, you will not get to know the person or two. So about while in the view, no one who said, me, I'm a wife, me, I'm a husband. And Sana, truly no. You will see the person you married to. I don't go out there saying, so, oh, may I find it, your friend is saying, a God-fearing man. Sabi, your father brought to change. I saw them so many years. The things I see, I don't think there's such thing called a God-fearing man. No, unless it's only Paprono. Everybody decided to say, this is what I want to do. And no matter what, this is what I'm sticking with. Oh, and you know,
but are you a God-fearing woman?
Never know who you. I never said that.
No, I'm asking you. Are you a God-fearing woman?
I might think so, but Obi said no, she's not. Because maybe I'm way past a God-fearing woman. I'm gonna tell you that.
You are way past. It means you have entered into being the God. You are God.
No. I mean, I'm not close to be a God-fearing woman. I'm telling you that.
Why?
Because I have an attitude. Every day that's not there. I'm a human. It comes just like that. But who do I need to say? Nipa na me kofa no or your God-fearing man. I don't go me chese me no okra because nipa ye nipa. Mistakes will happen. Things will happen. I beg you, baby. And some one who nipa ni suban. And you know, who what the next say, oh, nipa ready, sabi or your suffer, sabi or your sorry penny, sabi no, your sorry say. And you know, he's a very good man. But I beg you, baby, no. Now the things he's doing now, over find it out. Now I'm a whole mindset now. Who create you on a person, no? Now I change it. So respect our woman. The respect reduces. The love we have for him. I feel no. Now I feel baby, no. The pain you going through, no. The pain you go through, no. I destroy every respect, every love you have for the person, because obviously, no. All get you to that point of the life, no. Why I say I didn't make no. Say be a me who and I said it will affect home because of so or then home it's your person or you no matter what the baby also it will affect home, it will affect the wife, it will affect the husband, it will affect the children. It's a true baby. May I say what I come to decide and say you try. If it doesn't work, you go about your business. But to think say the person must sit there, or no dear, wow, just me or catch me, I will tell you, sir, you're deceiving yourself.
So it means that
I see so many.
So you are believing that is it MC Yeboah? Yeah, is it MC Yeboah?
I hope so.
If she's the one, you can pick her. So, Honorable, does it mean that it's difficult for you?
Are you the one? Please, high five. Welcome. Thank you.
So, Honorable, what you are saying is that for you, you don't have anything that is called identify a right husband or a right wife. If so,
no.
How will you help your children to find right wives and husbands? Then your children will suffer in your hands.
You see, no, my children will not suffer in my hands. What I have to let me actually say, listen, say if back in the days, no more can say, say if they would have told us exactly what you get yourself into, and even though no, you're going on black, you'll be very careful. Okay, and you know, maybe what I go through, no, I will tell you, maybe say, listen. So I always I always tell my boys, I always use your friends like Jezebel coach. Or see who show in Yamia, who was so ma. So what's so bad? You will never just say you wouldn't know, and that's what so about so what's so bad, ma. Baby, I won't call you will never get there. And you know, me experience, you know, me do too for massa.
Ukruna usi oni subai. Mebo. Ukruna usi oni subai. And now we na usi oni subai. Wa wale. And just someone say we promo.
Oh, come on, no. Enter the mahuno. And I'm not saying said, oh, Kawalia, they're being patriotic. I'm not saying said, Mebano Kawalia. That's what will happen. But I'm giving him a caution. And as I'm giving her a caution to see, say, if you see this, you need to be careful.
No, but you'll be wrong. You can but you know you can be wrong.
Maybe I could have been right.
No, hold on. Honorable.
I won't be wrong. How would I be wrong?
Honorable.
He did everything I wanted for me to be happy.
That is not. That can never be true. That can also not be true.
Let me finish. Mami, I don't know, Mami. You who bear man? Do I am Mami? or yeah, do obey me feel say, oh, okay. And if I give it a chance, a beer, because you bet me atna. A beer, Miss me who at that time, no, Miss me, your kind, a do baby, no. Also, my mom also decided, oh, okay, and no, buy meet me in atna. But when it comes to in deep say, meaning 10 years, 15 years, I will feel sad. Or on the now, so long say, or feel say, oh, my marriage is perfect. And that's what I know about now who say my marriage is perfect. Obe uno, by my way, or by my way. Your marriage is not perfect, but that's what you thought. And if I who are then a shenu konumu. And you know, for them, no, what decided say, hey, Sabi say na me matie, and answer say na matie, and they free na kono, may every year. It is me papa drew me age. Now said that time no kowalia. Make and say, listen, baby, I walk on. Say, maybe you say, I'm one. And you know, I'm not expecting you so bad, but you should see what's coming, so you know what to do. And you know, me Kokan said because maybe I decided to say, maybe best race some mama komuno, and you know, make a chame basene. But me my way cautious say BB said this year. You should elect it very easy because so only bear man that's what about it. Not check now do trust no BBS anymore. That's what China who said who feels that who married is so perfect. She knew an argument to their beba. No, that's all who say bear man I'm a tiana and I'm a feel say, hey, or you're so full, oh, or you're sorry penny, oh, or you're sorry crack you. Say a point or namsu. Just say it would I don't know what to say. It would or Bema is disorganized in your life because two feel say Bema now while no sabe or suffer, sabe or sorry penny, and to you're okay. Bibia mu okay, who do say who build the life it's for your family. And to find out say madam or nasa masa family now will build no also building the way and that's what be before forward to no. You get to heartbroken. Because who do I change? No, imagine now only papron. And then now I comes to a point to say you have to retract yourself. Now, baby, I will do no. I feel now who bedroom who said a dear bill na mayor for myself for a bedroom baby. Number because yes, sir, the whole house becomes disorganized. Your children becomes disorganized because the woman in the house now is supposed to be happy. For the children to be happy, no, she's not happy. And to the whole house, no, a very disorganized. And to the whole economic catch or say, maybe the Mahuni, and answer catch it. And to say, oh, started so one, maybe the Amwame. And if that time, no, so obey be before from an abuawa. Good luck, try it. But a marriage is not a perfect thing. So big catch me say, now warrior is so perfect. No argument, no nothing. I would not believe a such thing. But I'm telling you, a marriage is not a perfect thing. But you decide, say, either I will continue it or I'll stop it.
So
you understand? Into who nipa enka say, nipa already or you're perfect. Into that's a friend is say, or you're good for me. Into me one so my life will be better forever. No, because obey be manasho. That be is obey under your nose. And no crime and you know, say, do baby, yes, we don't find perfect people, but I may back over there. I will tell them what I went through. And it's all how best woman maneuver. Say, it was an answer, say, me bano suffer in my hands. I'm telling you what I went through. And it's all corner say, that's why for my maybe fast. So that's all better a different way, never work here. I will pray for you. That's all I could do. Pray for you. And hope said God will find a different way. Not the pain and the suffering I went through. No, maybe I don't go through it.
So
and you know that's what I mean.
My issue is with all that you are saying, it means that you are going to use your personal experience to guide your son or daughter not to make your mistake. Is that what you are saying?
I'm not guiding you. I'm telling you. I mean to be for such a thing for her. But I'm telling you, Tiabanas are also making me the same mistake. I also mistake is the best teacher. To make you the same mistake and also find out what I found out. Sans obey be before now also Yanko Pabwa, now also when you're the perfect way you want it. That's you. Me guide you such a china for her because one for her, they are 2 men a bit better. If you are not dependent on any of it's a different person than me. Any Panamisiano. And you know, you call our limb a consummate call a professor be a year. It's 2 corners and a year. Now we'll call back. But so do I keep a brain? No one come up for someone that's it. Bibi a tour, a shower. Wow, to help them not. And you know, if I tell you nothing, find a different way, not a boa. I will pray for you. No, my vampire, and I'm there, do it. In Uncle Paul, my mom. Oh, no, okay, I say, your mama. Then you go about it. But me for so such a time because they see me at 2 meetings. Do the things my way. That's how my parents didn't make me do that. So why would I want to make you do that? No.
So if there is somebody who refused to take their parents' advice and went ahead to marry a certain woman who has become Marijata, or refused the father and the mother's advice and allowed a certain man to marry them, and today they are suffering, should the person also tell the children to listen to her, that because I didn't listen to my father and mother, I'm suffering under your father? Should the person also tell the children that I'm telling you, listen to me, the way this guy is? And you said that there is no perfect marriage anywhere. What do you call perfect marriage, if I may ask?
Oh, you see, I don't even know what it is. Until I make a choice, there's nothing such thing. People use the word, oh, my marriage is perfect, my home is perfect. I don't know what it is because but so if you decide, say, I will make it work, you can make it work. And as a me papa catch them in, and as a me mother catch them in, I'm team. Me my can't make me a catch away. I can't force you to listen to me or not. Don't listen to me. But me experience, you know, my catch or men can't tell say either tear me and I say don't tear me. Yes, so pass or also for preacher. You take the ones that will help you. Now they are bubble brand. They can also say more platform chain now to baby. Me they are smoke. They make me a catch one and my catch on. It will feel say you take it and you lead your life with it. So don't take it. So
honorable, in all that you are saying, then you are telling us that when it comes to marriage, everybody must make a mistake to find the right person. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, you see, I'm not saying make a mistake to find the right person because say nipa now you know. So one ifs. They all feel say you're perfect, you know. Oh well, okay. They all feel say you're good marriage, you know. Men not feel say you're good marriage. Na nipa na okofa no the next one. Or no na very good amawana. Obia one ifs and obia one bats. And you know, maybe me and I'm like I told you, no, me can't tell me but say, you do what I say or follow what I say. But me know me too for. Now say baby now so feel say as someone America, someone papa can a into where I'm taking it. Now wait there, to me platita. It's up to you. Obia like Obia perfect Obia say. And now on top of it, mistake there. Uchu make it in lifetime. You will make a mistake in your lifetime. So, if you know wow, just a mistake in the year. Yes, Obia make a mistake.
Okay. All right, I'll come back to you, but thank you very much. Nana say, is it easy to identify a right partner for marriage or a right person for marriage? Because this young lady has gone to find a guy who looks handsome, but the only problem is that the guy has refused to have sexual intercourse with her because he said that.
Pastor, now besides the question, me no call off.
Waba.
This is a nickname they cannot say.
Yeah. Esther, Waba. Okay, Nana meba, maybe Esther. Esther. Abna beso boy ene yi asem na no.
No.
Wa ukunu e wo fie. Ti say ukunu di obi ka no abafie no ase na me di obi ka odi machi saa di betena studio wo twen me. Edina ga mi pie na me ne me yire nam na se ka tom se mi ni ho. Se me ka ukuru ka bi sa kire wa e ye ntro ana wa ye bone.
Ana make us ejina de kura nipa no so ana de we wasi aba wo de ba. Na most of times so meti na ka so oni ho me won some ya boni because enter me say kai me no scriptures ni mo kwa abo no. Ezi Abraham no ka che yi say
na Abraham dia odi ukuru di Abraham. Dia me count ya se. Wona wo mai ST. Na wo kire di osuro nyame na se di onye boni. Di ondi intro. Di onbo kro no. Ana me kase. Se ukuru
no. So Obama ebe shebon fa hu ni mo but see out
Mante
Kansla
I feel that come Mante
na me kan say obi a onya sa na ma wi aha ba em me form afom kwa na wasan kwa nyame wo fu hu ni mo bo me kan de to aso eti bibi se na obi me ku do obi kan wa ba na say hey amaka so oni wo at the end of the day me wi amaka che na so won fa mbo ne nchele e to aso
eti na me ka se eti na me ka se na te se di osuro nyame ye de oye boni a osre boni fache ana me boa
I know so ka ho uso na me na o
enti Esther na che se bia wo kan che se ye mu bebre no ye yire no ye kru no omaye boni da mo ko sre boni fache ye ni ho nanso ye a ye hu boni no ye gusu won se omaye boni ye fo minister me kan here because I have committed a sin. I cheated on my wife and I've had a child. And I think it's a sin. I've gone to God to ask forgiveness. God has forgiven me. And he has accepted me in his arms again as his child. But my wife has refused to forgive me because what I did has hurt her. Could it be that most of us, God has forgiven us, and our husbands are still holding it against us? Esther, every time I'm there. Well, Nana say.
Esther Johnny.
Open my Bema Udaya and tell me. Is it network? Nana say, Nana say, is it likely that you can find the right husband or the right wife? Is it easy for you to find the right person? Is it easy to find the right person before marriage so you can marry them?
Those questions, I think I've taken a stand for myself. So I want to speak about how I would choose a wife.
All right.
If that is okay.
Oh, give me a minute. I don't know if I'm seeing well, but I think I'm seeing the head pastor of Yahweh Temple, Prophet Livingston. Abna, is that Prophet Livingston that you have brought up here?
Yes, Prophet Livingston.
Yeah, I can't see him yet.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, Prof. Akwaba, thank you very much. I can't see him on the screen.
My boss, so I'm there. My boss is there, so I have to be quiet.
Oh, so this is the lead pastor for Yahweh Temple, Chiblo Teshi. Thank you, man of God, for joining us. So Nana said, Yanko.
It's Yahweh Chapel.
Yahweh Chapel, sorry, not temple. It's a chapel. The temple is for ICBC, but the chapel is temple is ICBC, but this is chapel, and this is Prophet Palm Livingston. He's a powerful man. When he speaks, you know he's coming to. I've seen him now. Let's go. All right. And Nana say, Kasana Sofunkebi, Yanko.
Okay, boss.
Hello. Good day to you all.
Hey, Lady Victory. Hey.
Lady Victory. Thank you for coming. Yanko. Hey. We have 20 minutes. Where I am is very dark. Now you can't see you can't see my dress, so I'm closing in 20 minutes. Maybe I'm 1 year soon. Punishment. You can't do it here. Ubenina beto. Yanko. Nana say kabi. Nasa phone kani yanko. Lady Victory be phone.
Yes, sir. Me say me warrior. Na me warrior be a bit not tolerate because perfect how to define who is perfect and as a right person.
So you marry somebody you can tolerate.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Me too.
Our relationship be more. Yeah, run back in the eye. A commodore, not the wolf. What are it? No wolf. I think what we can be a new phobia. Oh, I check the some American. You know, in that instance, you know, this person means tolerating Bibia. The Bibia or yeah, or Chinese company with you be one I am saying. You know, this person, yes, boss.
Okay, we visit it. Some of the mechanical. To try what they are also now.
You know, that's that. They're not making it. Me worry, not the meeting authority. I'm worried. So you're perfect in this animal. You don't really know about it.
Okay.
People are perfect, and then they're right.
Okay. So we should marry people, but how do we know we can tolerate them if we don't marry them?
That's why I'm going to old experience with buying. That person I couldn't. Dating I couldn't tolerate that person. That person come. Nima married. Maybe so dating somebody for some time, I know it's okay. This person, then someone can be manage home. You know more be manage home. Yeah, the point you can I tolerate it? Yes, I can. That's when I see say okay, this is the person I can marry.
But you see, I've come to learn in my few years that you can never judge a person you have not married before as if you have married them, because the ministry of marriage is different. There are people, because you've not married them, you think you can tolerate them. Marriage is different, because there are people that when you've not married them, they share whatever they have with you. Immediately you marry them, they become stingy.
Yep.
So when you say we should marry people we can tolerate, then we should all be ready to marry, lose, and continue, or marry, hold our nose and continue. Should life be that way?
Not necessarily, because to be honest, my papa was 79, but that's what I remember. Now, I'm sorry that I still say with him, say, marry, or no, say, maybe love night and don't just it, and we share them will be sad. But, my mammy, authority from time we share now to now, and it's working for you. And there are more things I'm going to see. The metro already are. The majority are fine, but metro already are. There are more things I'm going to see. And I should make my mind say, yes, I'm casting me guy. I should make my mind to forgive and move on.
So in your books, you don't have anything called a God-fearing wife.
I think God-fearing is a lifestyle. You know, it's a lifestyle that suits the lifestyle. I know that this is the type of a person God-fearing. And yet, the spirit of the fruit of the spirit will tell me that this is a God-fearing person. Wait, nobody can have those all the fruit, but there are things I can tolerate. And no one said I have a problem. Do those are about women. You want to make us a criminal method. But I have a marketing and master here. I think these things are a few things that because men are two different backgrounds. As I the folk can afford more. So I have a way of intimate class and let them know point 80 not necessarily, but those are the things I'm going to introduce to you. And I don't know your
Me ba me kind. Answer na suffer Livingston be ba me kind message bi wa ha. Counselor, she was in my office on the 7th of January. Came to fight someone in the office, insulted me, insulted my mother, insulted my father, and told me she has regretted staying fool. Okay, staying like a fool is what she wants to write. That's what he wants to write. As a wife for me. And she wished she has never met me to marry her. I went back and I asked her. She says she was angry and she's sorry. I should forgive her. Should I or not?
Yeah.
Let me read 1, 2 from Facebook. This one says, what is the definition of God fearing? This is coming from Eliklim. Eliklim again says that, and who is a God fearing person? Those times Esther was describing a God fearing person. He says, we cannot know anybody fully, but there are individual characters that not everyone can live with. Or okay, this coming from Eliklim, the same person. He said, how does anyone fear God? Eliklim again say, what are the criteria to identify a God-fearing person? So these are messages that just came from Eliklim's table, and I've read it for you. And the other one that I had from another person who sent it to me. Let me read this one for you too. This one says, before you move on with someone else, you need to heal first and be vigilant while doing that. So that's what somebody is saying. That's Vera. Vera says, if only a fool, it's only a fool that doesn't learn from their mistakes. When Honorable was speaking, I think that was when Vera wrote this particular one for us. How can anyone find the right person as a partner? That is my question for today. And this one says that if you don't speak English, I cannot follow the thing, but it's a nice topic. We are speaking English tree and French and Ewe and Ga as well. And thank you very much for writing. So this was somebody saying, you didn't have a case, I am sorry, forgive me. I got angry, and that is why I came to misbehave in your office and insulted the lady there. So should I forgive or not? Right now we are learning that we should learn how to live with people we can tolerate. So the guy is asking, the wife says, I'm sorry for coming to misbehave in the office. Should I forgive her? Do you think that one I can't correct that one? So you shouldn't forgive?
I can forgive you, but I don't think I don't think I can stay in this marriage anymore.
Wow.
Because yeah, that one I had.
Yeah, the child, then you're fucking.
Oh. But Esther, Obi fan chel no kwa. Eh send the other chel no ako.
Oh, man fan chel me fa kwa na fa to aso. Man fan chel because all the other chel me na ko dia. Na e se o fa cheze.
Because Esther, me ka chel say. Obi eye bone no, uhu ye. But osre bone fa chel na uni ho. So most of us no, we are holding people according to the sin they committed, but they have been forgiven. You understand? Okay, Nana says,
I Obido wants to talk. I Obido.
Let's Pastor Obido, wait. Pastor Livingston will talk before you talk. Please. All right, so Suffer Livingston, we are suffering. Is it easy to identify a God-fearing person before marriage? Suffer.
bia obi ase yet.
Oh, so proud day.
Also,
Ebi ni baby a obi ava chere tirim se obi a ne ho suro Nyankopɔn. David mu nyina no mu nsuro. What ase? Enkoi unze asma me ase nkoji bi ase no kure. One say there is no perfect person. Obi any one ma oyepe. Obi bisa Jesus say Jesus ye papa was me papa. I didn't think I was me portray my life. The teacher will say me ni papa. Onipa o yes bia o ye pretender. Umu say nipa onipa bia wo hia no a ade be huni bia no wa drama ade be last show be show. And nipa nje na mpe reality. On say okase me ni bi nti bozo kwa bia so beti papa kwa bia so ye de open na ma because nipa bia na obonya. And at the organizer can be pen no give it up. So that is how and papa can papa yourself on a castle chairman say and go for be bar sorry or bar so not was so women or yen ways or papa from car bad for me a car bad or car bad needed to get a source of name of vitamin. I'm papa na catch me a car bad would it share a anymore would you go would you so good one a cry so my main for being an example may suffer, but let me come out. Let me say, me yira me warade see or call cancer, sorry. And so many cancer 90 for so many can't tell it that.
Wow.
Me sorry. But who need to say?
We didn't
know. Say.
We didn't know. Me
sorry.
Debbie. Because also because
Sunday morning now.
It would say and Crawford say Obia catch the same whole baby as me to a miniba. So
wow,
me to me whole baby miniba what taking it personal. Me no be a picture me picture what for picture no yeah a crisis time continue stand bed in the bakuta me yeah me boy or they not to was and no me ban ma go to me bed with secret. And so me cancer 90 for 3 years. Me must have been friends here in the crowd. And I'm a war, I won't be me. So what does it? That because won't go to school fees war and no one can we issue crowd. Would the end say me no one was making sure some baby mountain would you fear between the old yamau or come at all your money problem. The can say over shaman. The can say over more near coming may call or how many so even answer when they will be called. Or corner say when they connected to canoa, a two cana young cunyano. So ye need ye good two kawa, ye fuck fruny son of ye to your con. Yes, a man shares any man say, oh, yet there or bar and a say our dear bear man say our dear. Bear in mind for 2 3. Bear my soul of bands as of one now, or never send him. If it's a bear man, there's a for one man. Or don't watch any papa, never put together and say, man, what the name I back house, but don't call me mammy. So me call him mammy back cannon. Ben me be a dennis of 4 and 1 mammy. Ya wa dia ye no nyam ansan na be ma na dennis of 4 fili ne mammy ho aba wo eno na man bi omunim no e basa counselor o ma ne ho so pa na akoba no akoje edu no rebeto aduanim se de be ya ni kuna dennis of 4 be fili ne mammy ho aba na ho but be ma bia dennis of 4 wo ne mammy ho no Solomon upon Mamu will ye and they said in a better was ye na no 24 no a mammy. No be a Casanche or no Casanche. 24 what it a man yes, Bema power quem, that's a Bema be ye a power quem, not Obano be showing Munyampa, but when you couldn't upon the all come in a say, or she has here, and untin and Yakopo Babatano. So we soon said the bear on top from Atamfunya no, Atamfunya. Who is the perfect person on this? Nobody. Opieniho. It's in your mind to say, Mr. America, so no Bocasano, no Bocas, make catch them if I say, Abia now, Benny Kun is a Wukuna on Obana Papa. Pay my fatu, Tim say, Obani Ubano, Nukuna, Ubibuno, Abia, Beme, one of my wife of Moba. obu kotodwe pa ne chew but obi mu kotodwe mpa chew because o believe no ho say nyame de iko bi ahye ne mu saa iko ne nyame ahye ne mu no won na ho asem o ba ada it is a wo won say ukuru timi bre ne ho asem ma na o ka asem ne watie na waye a esi wo Bible so na Elisha no wo twam da bia wo but ne kura gine safo ba ma me ne wo no o ka che ne kuru se mi wura me nsi na ma sofu wo ye boss me nsi aban soro incident ya eba ne control be ma aware gina oba so enyina be ma so ma ne ntia so no mu no se oba bia se wo ye sa big girl na se ukuru wuwa o gina be fo be ware ade a bia wa abrabom so one is perfect so who say we perfect dia madam dey obehu mo wiase no e dey obetwan we dey say funu dey frabroche na aba we dey bie so na be wo say ka abora tete no what's been done ya kasra as eno na makan you
so asempa ko a na ye ba asena be ball to paro akọ abaye ehia brantie ana abrantie no ye kama ne ho ofe eti abrantie na ho ofe nti no abaye osibusu bi nsie ni o hia deda but say the bag say ogodi na wacho wo osi okọ ye abrantie ni person no ho ba ebe kare wo bem obese obedi ana obese obedi ene basa ebisa o na abrantie men ye bra otwa obese obedi abudo te ho na yeyi mu bibi obi susu obi nufu abrantie na nso nufu mati amane anadwen kakra se ba wa bai na afi abrantie no so be say na wo ba etan be na akọ da be na be fi akọ no say basa me nyina kan say me be 3 days wo ha adan den na aba o say abrantie na du ahomachi go bie na anu ahwa o say me mpo de na me mpo obi de akata ma de so ya de me ye timu etwa ne mentam pedisa ana abaya no say na bemabu ama wa suru wiase say bema kama si ono de ne do ama no ono ne ni gitumutumu na enye etwase eti ohu bi onye no so for say obaba ni a enfuturo ben na beto awon
enfuturo metu ogu na ni nyina ne say kwase ampanyin say ne nante kwaja say Aku was okay. Asma ke rewe sa di fa ba kasro nya asem. Once at the parliament. Once at the high court in sign. Who be kan was what? The mama grab the sign point.
No, but so me ti won come as me be say obe ko high court assembly mpo but they make can say abrantie no si ondi na onu de na ni gitrumu abaye si na be ko
standing for the bag na draws no go
bag cry
and out to here and also dey bari we be there no we need to on so eja here
so for mami can say me nchiro medi get bin tro ama we gina ntro no so akodi mu kokonza na me hwe ni din medine ntro me sheda kan tro sam kire me kan tro sam kire no anche bia nyamo tro ma me no me ra hoye de me kan ni nyina so ye ntro eti me friend me nka me friend na me de ye fatom me ka tan asem asi na me ni obi a me bona mane manyima ba abaya bi basa no be me ntini me pese me yida so tire no boa me anche bia no ye bibi ntimi mfi no ofre me a me mfa o send message a me respond anche bia no cho me message say me nkai say ade ye no kura wo ne nsem ne say get na nyin na me kan ye no ono pe no nimo no wa ko boso
blackmail
no send message me hwedi man man moye wanye di o no ko furo bi so bo ni bana mane Said the best you promohan, only now that some cancel and to bepa. Nana yiri ti dia, say na yiri ni ti dia. Na yiri no pen ho asem. Me say some of kekeni na ma yidi o, but en koma me ni di e entro. O baby anya mama mo kuro bi aso. But yes, I didn't feel anything. It's me can't see asem so say. E to de bia embedded to me bell. And I'm baby to me bell. Now one power will be my which me can send me a enya no kre. What if sa branty get you call we send all ya no on any type, on any taste, and to can be there a shame he. You understand? He was saying something to discourage the girl because there's something he doesn't like about. What of that one too?
That one too, no. Also, so when we are talking, you know. You mentioned about say Abra or first what accusation, you know, try say or Kasano. I say so we it depends how the communication you know only depend share, you know. Kwanya ofa so ebia what chop you ebia would do you don't come and I be on nam so no ebia wuni pebi. So for me I get back ku pebe ku wasasi so say sana me ire tie na maka no eda obesesa a share me no me have it by hand crofo because me one maka de bia say me pese me ni me yiri fully because emboa me no emboa me o say no tie no you see in life if you know people too much it can kill you. Because maybe the lifestyle you will see will be a pretend. Go for it. Won't go for it. Oh no, go for it. No, oh no, Santa. It's your program. Be yet one make no go for it. Say, or share no share, or share no you sing. Or you say no. Obi again say, will be a son. And I go for you say, or was start your no idea. It sounded like or no sounded good no this year. Everybody in the place thought say no sound. Until your fans say be two and you say on two. But in Crophobia Timmy, what I mean back seat you see, hey, and then I go your bossa. What's all no sound? Yeah, funny. So feel quiet, and some of your investigation said, "Go for it, Nobia." They've taken an image out there because artists will be our boy. I have lived a life to see, say, me Joe and I will never doubt anybody. Maybe until I die. But me see, guy, yes, some more catch again. What if say or the so much a young current way? So it's a very nice topic, and I would told you say an explanation. Yeah, woman, reasonable. We you know, we should be very, very careful about how we communicated with when if you ban in China, and I can say if you be one now, obviously, what can be a share. If you so again, so again, so again, so say if you on any bay, yes, way. Oh, let's see that both, you know, and yeah, and as a call, let's be true. When I say, we are a friend, we are on Sana, may say, may you cry, and I know that day, and Basson is 7 baby. Now we are almost there, depend on me article. We have a day, maybe, and now we have
what's in India one day now.
There be on say, also did the Asha with him say, I dare now the Asha to say, you believe in everybody. Obi abechi obi edi until say ube wu akwa asama then say also a program in how oni pe bia program we wadwene no efa there was a time me to even am kayen say me say e bia wo yire ne wonna ade ye ma China say be ma wakwa se wo na ko bana ma na say me ko e dia as me yire wona me na e na me yire nsi ni ma e na me yire wenye say na me yire won now me yire won no ne me na na ire woni me na sa
e bia say twene ye de e twene wo ye de so for a chubby there, a chubby at the boat in Modia. Oh, etwa enchine tom
me ka say nye do but I can say bia me now we chamasa with the attention na the attention me ba and when me him attention na my say me ya so what you say the when you
so who share say
oh na say let us cancel let us be rare say oh who corner say oh yeah na say yesua de no na mesua de say because oh yeah o kasa asam ne kire me a me betu me bafu on say kire ne say sa wotin sempa na wotie no a sa wotin na say wo ya ka kire wo ma na wo ma so nka kire wo ma nti wo sebsem do ya jewa witness fo eni nkramofo no wonya community no so ko gura ho no no wo ye den ni manyina be follow de oye obi am free de omo ye ho ni nyina ne ayadesua de maye nyina ye say de ye tie no ayadesua de maye nsem de betu me bafu abona mane say bia na be ma na de so ware ana say wo betu ho ase it me no sense right now that I'm sitting here I'm a man of God and I'm preaching the gospel say makuma pa say de be ma wo bi de minim I don't know minim
sabu unido uyampa unido
merci mitrase
so for katawani ewia e bo mpa
akati na mabungo to ade oye video kwa kabo mama mensa so cancer get to manifo yeah ko ayokofa foforo bi mu a emfo wakoma nyina ngowura mu
na yemfa denko sofo yemfa denko asase am ka munjai ka yemfa denko we shouldn't take our heart what should we take
no when you are going there use your head
we can't love with our head
I mean I can do that
I can't. Me.
So for what? We ordinary asin edo. Ordinary asin or the
Lady Bitch,
ordinary asin edo.
Sometimes we don't understand them. Little issue you say, little issue now that I went through, no.
Oh,
well, and for Wakuma, Obi wa London. Waba beto kama bema. One worry no. And what team? Na what Jimmy sa? Over with Hannah.
So where usika.
Papa, what that did that was
Suffer unshare brother. Adia would uti nedo. Suffer uti nedo. Suffer uti nedo. Entia.
Me kona sa bi do. Na sa anu ya. Me fama ko fia koda.
Suffer eya fa come don na ja ti because a down born a team eni akuma. What down e wo so for eya fa uti fa wo kuma do udi ti do ababodam
ababodam
I know what they and I said it is and who's a brochina as a missile warrow. That's all see you, Mati. And man sending me you.
A prophet, no cry, I won't mention into now, brochure have my own snaga and mamma. You want me my ass and I want my other man, Gary. David, I'm a part of men count. Because man, no mean to me, let's an apple. Now want to naga and I'm a Ghana, I want to have brochure, but I said a fire must be found. I'm in person.
I just saw it do Prophet, yeah, that's a parcel. Put me dinner power soon. But bro, asem bi a waka sesi a ye bebo no to fa me ko me ba ho bi o ba asem na waka no ade ba ko mu a de bia ehame na me nka no ha e na obi a follow bi anim say be ma o da busua no o yire sorry na o sha sorry foforo ko na o ja wa sorry a wo ko a wanya akukuduru a o be ye bone enya de pa because
yeah what it here the tifu yan kura bere mu tin e ready di ti sa ho hye so nya me dia maye
enya sofo enya wa ho hye so na make o ba sunsun wiase no be ma nyankopon e na kata oba so Trosam say na Rachel efi ni papa fie mu Jacob and chire na nyame nti owia ne papa eboso emo di sie ne papa bi sa no o se eni ni ho na ne papa dome se obia e wo no bia no bewu owo ye no wu yo enti se me nyankopon me son no me yiri enji dia na yete ho eyede
I don't know my catch as or man say mentimi anhwe me fie nti obi ampe ba bi nko
wow
me a bold I'm very me a bold enough
so but so for say when you boldness so o ire ja so no kata so ba so bi nko pe bi nko
mo pe ba bi nko
I want to mean tia o ire
David yentia
so for tia no
Adentia
Hey, so for those were
now. So for me, can say members need you on more. Who na who poor woman say what my crown because of baby behavior. Or what behavior?
Madam,
no, stay and also for so on yes. Oh, no, I got to take one son, I got to so, and also I will buy any fan. Because of that,
so for mommy, your friend is of mommy Esther. Nikuru ya suffer. Nikuru ya suffer.
What to me, sorry, no. What to me, sorry, no, cool, be for her. And also for your emotional too much. These things we don't do it. I want to money mom now, didn't say come and bush you for. Not to a Yamijumana so. Oh,
Esther, Towasi, Esther. But your own suffer irida. Well, you won't beg you who jaw while you only be wokru. And I didn't want far, need Jayade. As so bad who offend your troublesome.
Oh,
it's a honey seminal.
Oh,
what the Sako Jana the Bible say? Na King Hazazos yiri of two suffering say young friend mbra one man mbra say or hini two suffering no one ba ye you enfi asasi so yankum ye ko catcher dey say yankuku ni yiri no o si there be one jar ni empe oba foforo mbra ni e go pay Esther ba Esther ho nye fe enya wo ba Esther no wo ba na ne ho nye fe kura one to me yiri that vasti but enyam poa and this a payday say ubeku a the pasha asase de jano no nante enti Esther ne ho nya fenti okọ hini ni nkura onya guduro but na vasti hu ofe pa enti to de bia wo emba bitumi di embone emba bia ya wale wo etumi di nya but if be a paying da yen ye ko pay enti e ko ba ne sa na una ko pay na okusa wo tim woni ne wo ma hwe ni din se ne twa e na ofa ma wundi a ja twa ne ma no e bi a wona mo ho nya twa ni bi ndi de misuro se sa se ba sofo san komo no sofo nya careful.
Is it also for kind of crowd now say be
David so for link through so for straightforward but they haven't said obeka no kure wi obenya prostrate there e see e dey no fa baby because a tower as the same be Anope mi so na yim shishi gas manya yale and I'm going to me doctor say me junso a emba no see da be na me di twa na me di twa che no see me hwe ni na em say me koti mu nso be fa me junso e na aka ho enti we wo kwa na ko fro yira ka tie me say me doctor say me koti mu nso ene me junso aka enti bo am ne yentwe one shower for pani a show kwati mu atwene bi Enya bra fafi so na utu no mbra ma yandwe sa na abeka e da obeba ha life no ye bete wo nka Lady Victory yenko say na Esther ya ma ye bepon mbenya asem kura na kotapon Victory girl no onye dey o say we broken hearted because God dey fine and so we gay and onye dey
obi hwan wa kono na ukọ na cancer we nye ndia na ya pa ale ha dwene na cancer meni aso akure ye nia mehu se ya abrati dia da meduru wo dem de be so menyo medi so woni me yi hwan pepre ni bi ko wa no ma wo ko ami ko duru ha we se me de pet muti no me de me lema bra le cancer mi ni mu de ba mi de me ndi kwoti am so ma ya se me ye bi Ontini ma se me ma ye ma dwe se me ba bi di kwoti
Esther
mi ama kwoti ko ma de me sa
Victory asema okay scientifically proven na dey abra una aka se wo de edie abra de ka che wo aso no de edie onfa anye sa ni bu afukuro be di abra wanya bi ade a wa ya se ya
na ada na wasa we di so boy ti wode e no so ade like the boy ti wode but time bi a wasa woje ade
honorable
72 hours men dibia and not as a match ade 72 hours ade
honorable the other kind of ote where SDA approved. Where SDA approved. What did the other kind? And to when you be in there, I see how ya.
It used to now start.
Hey.
What did it start?
So let me stay.
She wasn't there anymore.
A man say, oh my, be and the Omia see Omia, what's it that? Some microphone said, and microphone said, Diana Bawa Bimo. Also, from microphone said, Diana Bawa Bimona. Obia sending me message you has to see I said, I should not laugh or see counselor. Don't laugh over the issue. Sopho's wife is in your church. Rise up and do something. So for men chire na adia me slow say e da prophecy be chon yire no e be ha me Vic yenko meetie o
I love that. I want the prophecy chino. The prophecy ne arrest ni the prophecy ni church in Zimua. Abro obeba na kwa me ni ho. So aja say.
Yeah, so men ku na oba bi ampew. Me so men ku oba bi ampew. Men ku.
Odware na ho pai, no odware na ho pai. E ka kra bi ayi. Odware na ho pai, wo wo ni.
Na na to be ma.
All right, Yanko. Me bacho.
Side of the story.
Yanko, now victory ne kasa. Moderator ko. Ose. Who's your bonnie said that?
You have a license.
Sorry. Oh, I did the no. I clean okay, sorry. Sorry will proceed as a real chapel. It's all called Roman materials. Which makes me guess who say Satan's or you see. So when you go there, it's our time when you and a penna. Why can they catch it? So, and that number 2, so front line, one more or more shay about. So for a day, and why say it's a pastor as a man of God. One story and a bit of zoom. Among pie bono and one get team more. Penna on say actually any it's Nipana into Bible say Namon soil na Satan and Nimum. I didn't know use Paul say. Now a bomb pie mamma, a farmer cleaning my come. So I never knew way you would get a soon apart from when you be a Virginia made. And it's a soft preaching, we and I said, Chilen.
No problem.
No, someone is going on. I mean, my
profit is that and my profit.
I mean, it's a bassa. It's a kind of a young cofa. A dawos of Funone, a sorimano, and Temua. A young cofa. Maybe a behavior you or Mumpu. I want to say, baby, the Adne Kono, maybe a Baba or so or Halidano. And everybody will be on partially beyond or better soft.
Yeah.
You're very severe. Hospital. It was anybody did this look at crabby pet. I saw the way I and now or corner or your back as a phone or calling champion. Let's say, be a or once a movie and a catch any part. Nipan obetons or the bounce now, sorry, the two will be a maybe. Oh, Nancy, maybe as I'm now all spreading and maybe an great. But one thing about me, constantly, I hear for 3 years. When himself maybe a sincere to whatever that happened beyond me, kind of, I couldn't say, my catcher, sorry, must be a person who could. I stood in the front of the people and I tell them that say, this is how that is going on. So when you meet her, that's always spending the woman in my catcher to share with you no car. Come a catcher and say, now where they say that's a beer. The work was like a sigrana when I come back to Kunechi and I say. Let me say this. Mammy Rabotina, I mean, Candy, I mean, Kakaka. Many now 4 boys. 4 boys, 1 girl. Me sit down, see up and say fine.
That's a 5 showing. 5 showing.
Yeah, me the trade every time.
Nana say.
I said, well, there be no contradiction in the way. He said, yeah, the trust him, no, yeah, fun to me. My tree is not too good. I think I will hit.
So the first question is, mind you, on this platform, you address the chair and not the one speaking. And wait till we call you, please. Thank you. Esther, Lady Victory.
So I should go.
Hold on.
Not profit,
Baby, I prof there. Do remember not to us. My Esther, Esther see a dinner now. When maybe and dear, Nana Yasia, Lady Victory. And every 72 hours, Odin, who how many times? Lady Victory.
Counselor. I wish on their counselor.
Maya ama sofoko ada na motesa
no counselor.
Why am I in network? What have Obi fresh and I'm an cat? Lady Victory. Lady Victory, young pop. Lady Victory. So Kafra, yes, you line drop here. Kafra. What's a network link? Yeah, what's a network? So I know being a network. They did not send network. Sisi I'm a new plan. Yapon. Lady Victory. Yapon. What's it? What's it? Why I say, I am.
That's all get you back to me. That's all get you back to me. And I said, me. Debbie, that's all get you back to me.
Oh, some will see. Maybe some will see first. Yendiwa. Why I see Aya Woda, Aya Woya, but see a dear giant.
Abna.
Suffer your mama, Namishra, young to us, let it be to young.
I am the longest. Now there be intimate home.
Esther.
Oh, and 72 hours, 3 days on, and I say, you move to
for 3 days there, yeah.
That is me 3 days. Oh, for 3 days or by one from an image community, may 3 days you can make one. Why not make it? 3 days. Yes, a motorway, name of say motorway to a better from Sas. Because Yakupo bomb and Metanasi Bibri, meaning seven mamma, 1 5 Jena, Benemi Chabano said, dear you. Then so no, Mia, Namatimia, Hemsuyo said, dear you. And I say, I think I need a year to my camera. 8 3 days I can't wait. So, Yamia don't know what they know very quite dear.
When you come to breed, you're when you come to
the man says, if a brand no can say, Obaya, if you are no spec, intino, and said engine, Janintino cancer, a brand baby will be a more on us wire.
That's all.
Because an answer woman who no creno. Nanny and Kawendi Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no, because if you cry now, oh, Pamina, Ayasama, or Biana, the old Bosho Bebo. I mean, no man fast my ass grown in Diabrosa and one Benjamin. Me to me and prepare some about Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now me be true, yeah, now buy you are. My day you got to come to one chain, make and you bear my come. Send your counselor key. Come, tum 10 gram. Bearman Munyampo. Now me to Chene woman answer me, permit to us because my dear Yemi Gigi. Eddie Azaba.
Jamam, me.
Dear. Oh, dear. Oh, ain't Mr. Bra, me buy an answer her na send ye me bohoya, me ticketina, me content when in Chihua. Mr. Maminko. na me nkɔtoa ma asɛm so baby but me mfa saa adwen kɛse we be fine but me so kan wie ye no kasa ade a wo mpɛ so de na wo mpɛ ti sɛ waka cho sɛ tumu no ɔpɛ na me ti hoi unless sɛ me do no then ya continue but sɛ nye tumu na me so me pɛ dia and the way is my front then ma kran sɛ ebo any we dia ko sɛ ya no e kyina no nyame ya adom a won hyira na bia obi ode ne to be ma ombra wafa na me die me toyi be de ko ba bia me de firi baaye na makoto am nsem so wo simple and tia then I say any back and forth my me wo me ba sem be di kote tu si wo ndi je ne mo tum na be dia man tum is not the go area me tum no be pro we bia me fa no ma che ho me so so na me di no ma che ho dia sister na no so wa fe wa mani na bre ye di na ni o ma fa I simple and short.
But Vic.
But it means yes, me home but
Vic. Vic, what you say no kura wo mu say. Omo edi trumu omo timi ndi mba trumu.
Oh sir.
Debbie.
Auntie any obi be say wrong calculation. Wrong person. Tell me mama come back.
Obia na ni gi trumu mo timi ndi obato.
I remember no mude no tighter.
There be tighter. One say bema to no. Din.
Okay.
Oba na to no your fleshy.
Okay.
Enti bema di oba to a, eni bema odi bema to nyepe.
Enyepe.
Debbie.
No kwasem.
Enyepe.
No kwasem.
What does it?
Asamo na okay. That's what I'm
say, I'm a kind of cancer. Remember, no, we are not paying macho because the macho is na bema to the thing or pay, remember, any pen no bar and the tree.
Okay, no matter what was it. Okay,
Hey, that's it.
Vic, enti ya kan Matthias here. Maybe some last question, Vic. Enti fitebia wote no. How do you identify the right person for a future husband? Is it easy to identify the right person for a future husband? Because get which they say Abrantian ye bibia or pebia or you're too handsome. She's broken because this is the taste. And is it easy to identify a right person for a husband?
Oh, and no question to me, dear counselor, and yet easy, sir. And yet easy because I'm saying, no can send the Biamica. My boyfriend, when you cool. Menene Tina, I have to prano. And Pranchani knew the same as say Yafrey would Kune Yet. I idea the Biamica, maybe I was to say all kind of yes, because send me could not see a Brian Champanano. Cause I know Quasamonia the same, a Brian. They know maybe more as a salmon. The question is, am I still okay with Sans Sayana a Bayano? And I am my ready set and society to me Abba. It is sending no one who no. Who say a piano one year the same thing or China. No, are you okay with Panos and Notes? Your no mamma could be Nubia. I think say only unique to a person. Yeah. Counselor, Mekanama Saka, Dobi or Dobi Beckham Yawanka. A dear who yammy, me your banner. A dear who yammy who you could know was a partner, a queen. Say a 5 pound per year was a dinner because a woman and mamma and come dear cry with you echo smoothly. And the answer now make communication as a honey and no communicate. Yeah, maybe I'm not because I need to communicate.
Sure.
Counselor, for some reason, me the media directed to that area. For the media, when dear mamma want to mamma, you know, because you have the dinner about whom ferry back one the Yaka back on the yeah, Costa means me because he had dead your mono. Then me, I let you was here who finds any and you know, people might know I can't tell you who I am Casano. I know it's more even simple. And there's a Catacata who I can answer. And I, you know, say a 3 away and your friend of my machine. And the Casa de America, you know, it's not Yamana, you're fine. But you could do Pemu Asemia, Councillor, you give you one. I mean, my culture will tell me to have been your coming. And I'm a catcher of semi property in the idea. The duty sound common in a chill say. May Pebema or so me move. May Pebema or Frabon Timber, Namijina, kitchen, what about you come to war, or Bemam Chesamamia, Jaman Francas will feel. May the sound no more in now. Your royal Huna said, I said, from Sembia Bema say, who's a man Catano, I said, Bema Nebano, to Macata for Hania Dia. Councillor. In a way, maybe decide any cross examination can say. Then we are not very open in all ways. That is just my opinion.
Okay.
Because them are many better number of brano. I was a BPM no councillor made me who with the bit my yes, but to me, me who say it was say yet see me a beer who quite PM. Now, met me what do commotion near. I was a new dino. Cement me when you come on or a honor now. Maybe I am Tona Mitchell, I'm telling you.
Okay.
I am Tona Mitchell because me, my cat moments, me no one can say, yeah, and I beg you, want to meet me.
So I want to say this before Daniel Bekasa. The truth I've learned in the small world, me say, nobody changes. I repeat.
Okay.
Nobody changes, but they bring up what you didn't know. Because the word Obiasisan, not just said, no, nim say, not say, no, abedan say. But when I was a single guy with you, I was not married to you. So whatever I'm exhibiting in marriage is part of the marriage package that you didn't know. So I have not changed.
Oh, that's right.
So we don't change. We discover new things. And it is left with us to adjust with the new things that we are discovering. But unfortunately for us, because change is inevitable, but it's a constant thing that happens to us, when we meet new things, we don't want to adjust. That is why I side with Nana says saying that he has decided to tolerate whoever she wants to live with. And that is our problem.
Yes.
And I've also learned that my bonnie, Mako Mirechi, Miri Onim, Akoladi di 14 and Nabachem. Kama menyem again in Tokabayan, Miss Rebon, Fatah, Name de Cherry. But Tama Miri T and Osio no, on fan Jammy da. But God has forgiven me. But my wife has refused to forgive me. Now I tell myself, who is hurting? Who has become toxic? You are the one who has become toxic. I am not the one who caused the toxic. Now, I am the third child of my father's third wife. And I am the reason you have come to marry. Why are you preventing me from polygamy? Daniel, get in your day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Councillor, thank you so much. I think that institution, Ankasansano, there is so many things that goes into it, and making decision and compromising with your partner plays a vital role in all your endeavors throughout that journey. And when you do kakra, if you pick a life partner, there are so many things that will attract you. Obi wo no ma ompetuo, obi wo no so a the no for no ompe no bebre, obi wo no so a onya ne bebre no na ema na nechi. First and foremost, go per the looks and the life that you want. When you are done committing yourself, the surprises it will come left and right, whether you like it here or nay. From one of your lessons, sometimes when I follow you and pick from you, you always say, marriage, surprises there, whether it's on the side of the woman or the side of the man, both partners need to work it through. And in the case of Prophet, he has done his due diligence, but rather the partner being the wife now, or trying to say the decision or institution now, I need to start. This is the critical moment. I need to start with my husband. Then again, he's the head, remember. The spiritual head of family, no? And you are your neck, no? Now you are running away from your responsibility.
So Daniel. So let me help you.
Yes, sir.
Let me help you.
Yes, sir.
Prophet gave us a statement from his side, but it's not the main topic. However, no woman is a neck. There's only a head. There's no neck.
Okay.
We have made them felt that they are the neck. That's why they are misbehaving. No woman is a neck. The head can operate without the neck. So don't let any woman feel they are the neck. But the issue that we are discussing here is the young lady went to the house for sex and had been surprised that the guy is a gay. And she says she's heartbroken because he thought he has found a husband. Is she right to be disappointed, or she's not right to be disappointed?
So, well, this is a no-go area. She should just leave. I mean, if you're going for a video game, you realize that this is not what I like. I mean, why should it be there in the first place? I mean, it's another gender on its own.
But do you think it's right for a lady to plan coming to your house to come and eat you?
Well, it does come, but it's another topic on its own.
Because according to Abuna, first time men usually don't perform well on first sex days.
Some, not all men.
Oh, what? Kafra was some.
Not all men. Who make it? I'm saying. There might be our first time in the whole no. And now, near Japan or no Barbie dancing there, papa. Oh,
and no dear.
No credit.
Even when you are with your partner, sometimes when the excitement comes, a true baby no end that obianso tissues and what I say.
Daniel.
No, this is another topic. Yes, sir.
Please, so are you married already, or you are yet to marry?
I'm yet to marry. But I've been listening to you a lot, and I've been taking tips a lot.
I wanted to ask, what that was just so done?
Oh yes.
Then about explaining better. What that only your banana
now smoke.
Say who do your banana?
Yes, sir.
That's why you do.
No, Obani Monasu. What does
say about the idea now? Out of excitement, this I say, she moved.
what does it? How it is?
Now, out of the exercise, no. I bet I was in the shade. Damn, so sad. No, I mean you exercise your pleasure up to a point. You and you satisfy each other's needs. Orgasm has taken place.
On point, I could never
no, there's nothing coming again. It will be like, oh my dear, just put your chest on.
All right, so Quincy, at the end say, I get to say, girl, he should flee because when your information earlier, but she's broken-hearted. So you're careful with who we conclude and say is a husband. Now we've all learned from all the submissions said it's very difficult to identify a person that can be a good husband or a bad husband. But we have to make the mistake by getting married and making the mistake. Now saying the Moya said, Mubaha, Mon Chemishe, Minsuma, I say, Min Bisa. We are some of the here for far down for bread and our bread. Quizzy. Quincy. And Quincy, what?
Quincy,
eti girl ne de em say niti na ye say guy na kan dem because me can say e man na ma ba no
na we adom na say
obi anfa calendar na on
second thought
obi an sign and I say ebia guy ni ma line bi keke e say bia guy ni ba obeyi ni ho na twa bon ana guy ni ba ye no onye de openi bi na ne pamo ye de enti obema ne line bi ama guy na bi etumi
well thinking outside the box and not to be
it is possible
format
as opumi shia girl bi why you so be di no first no say o main street na say alu o de ba ne say we dey patch me ma toilet sa ma me to bon me so I don't feel comfortable say me to bon me will be di and so another format see any menstruation view ma toilet me to bon o da say o jale he yeah for when you go jale he eti dey make dem and then they be an jale fi ho she ebi ebu o jale we atiku but the air can say see obaby anfa paper no hwe say
and I know we did this guy ni fi yi ne ho guy ni fi nsuo ne ho e wa wan say
omo ti gbawe
prophet here wa how no so kasa
prophet kasa ni enko ya pon man ko amagi mani so 3 hours
abra ojo
3 hours man ko amagi mani so sabo
prophet the floor is yours
so for what sama etwato ye pon
no
abra me tu abra special story na say na afutuo ni ko na wo kana na some movement bi wo no ma ni mebo emfani ago say wo na so ma format bi a which ba create any format bi yet ma say tumu na mi didi oba so ka so e
who did you say
so also that aspect is very important yen hwe ho nso so yi because wo ko ba bi na ni pa na wa anyi wa wo ye mema na ye kama ye ma ne de o no maba say omo ba ni ono aba beda to be man o ma format so an kwase format we ma aso bi ni so we ask me
so for me say na me niska
ezo bu nsa
obi manafo bi bisa me sika o de ha me na me niska na me ye be se me kam me ne kura kire no eti bi the message kura kire say nkofo bi am di omuka tata owi oni di oka kire me o si wi asem de omo na me di omuka eno kan no fan o se kan no fan ho ti se de we bi sa me
woni ni pa
o se me kan no fan ho ti se de we bi sa me
ni pa sa ro ana me se woni ni pa
well
o se ni kan ni hawa ni no ga do de ka
o se ni ha no ka ngrofo me di omuka no o si esikafo bi adika enti me de ka be dada na me de me man me man na me man no ba me nka se me de ka ba mpa so na me de ka
da bi se da bi bono abrabo no onim keys ni nyina sa ama no do be kan bia wo ki wonya ka so be je wo ye de obeje
ba me de bia me ka se me de bia me ka se me ni sika me dada o se me wo sika Meka no kura natural, but if you doubt me, I don't owe you anything. I want to live my life because we are Simon. Yenye careful. Obi onya kakra ma wo. Onya kesi obema wo. Enti ye nyina ye ndwin ye wuyi. Obi ma formata. Hwe no amfa nkore kokonsa. Me ma format bebre nkrofo de adi minya.
Eno ano.
Eti yenye careful. Girl ni de ebia wonya ni tie didi mu. Won so ko bi na enye ya. Seek for help. Counseling is important. Don't go and kill yourself. Don't go and dry yourself on the line. Boy, you're fine or you're fresh. And man, mo ko be ma ho a. Mo si ma adwin pi se mo ko dim be ma no. Enya adwin bone. But mo nya careful because what me si wa adwin pi ko say na ye ndiwa e be to say Vic. Why ase ebe oya Me da was say na mo buy adwuma ne ahya ase.
Ubenya
Purple balls. And you blue purple balls. And then you go research pa.
Me say Counselor.
Yeah.
Counselor.
So for say how you get that blue balls here bro.
See aso make a chore. We wan frame. But say Yapon and frame. Watch it.
So me and Kasa me no Kasa. Me were meeting the next 25 minutes. It be probably to me for no 2 hours meeting.
And I say and frame it that. And me sum it that. Me know where you are.
So for Mate. Sana atawi meja wo Yesu di mu ene etai. Na me hya wo nkran se unya twa bi a bibi na wanya prostrate se me ti se ase the rubber show ko ti mu e be ha me na me hyira wo
se ho ati ase oba me yesunsu ma ho den ti me na ya ha Papa bi wa bruche no ba Ghana o se de na ne ma ya e ka che ne se da ya na wo sika wa ba bo bra ya pie na papa ko e che ba bi no mo bonyo na papa ko jina oni aba ya ke tue bi disco onya aba ya ke tue oni ne se o se aba ya se kuru mu head na mba mi she de musa da bi a me ba
so for ya
platform no so what can say that so what
yes yeah that is so for me hyira me da bon nyina ase thank you all on Facebook, thank you on YouTube. Me da so we've done well. We've done. Me da so me can was had the obi at me can e boso sem but I say e be go YouTube, e be go Facebook, e chire mu ubenya 12 minutes each e wo TikTok so and the software voice never buy in 12 minutes e ubenya see e bono ho now bet wa odwe wa sama pesa be boa o pesa me boa me ham wa pesa o chemade sesia wa pesa be chemade so fa ho wa we say bro na ye di ye o ma me hwe new year o ma me hwe na me hwew etibwo dimfo say ye form nko so ahime so for na me ka se ehiafo na esikafo so for hwan mo na pa sorry pa
esikafo
so for me say ehiafo na esikafo hwan mo na pa sorry ko pa
esikafo
sa
as ke ni ba ko pe ba sorry a eye chen ehiafo no bembu ogu aso demo
and now we are going and me cry me kwa ko bibie
udi ehiafo ya so ube pere sa yeni ya so ube pere kana o se china o kasi o se china sa
my boy, my God, honorable, thank you for coming. Daniel, thank you for coming. So thank you. Esther, Vic, Anna, Overlay. Abna Oko Medasi. Yamisha Muna, you may share chance with Yamia do Mahomachi 12 o'clock. Also, a bomb pie nibi. Yamisha. Remember that so. I said, Meko, my view, my good dear, no meeting. Time now, so my 3 hours. Network na ye me nya be kwant na ati me ebo me safety next week no e be ma me be pa e betina e be setting ye pass see me hu mani mpo I am dark but me damasi. Thank you very much for joining me. Good night. Brought to you by Makwe Ginger Honey Chips. Facebook, thank you so much. Good night. Good night pa ejeketu ani bi kese ni bi. Good night kese pa ni bi me damasi. Nyame ya go be share 12 midnight. Bye bye for now.
I'm super excited about this ginger chips. Ain't it a whoopee a ginger chips at me power chow. Say enye mape ginger chips dear. And then I worry. And it is something say you were in powdered form like this. Ain't it so we will be opaque green tea to send me. Me me green tea and me DB egum. Na se me pese me munch on something so any me sakanwa na marry. Would you wouldn't share no? Google about ginger and you see the health benefits of ginger. Beni just me say the organic honey and I come and I get Macbe ginger chips myself. So America, it comes in a pouch like this. Into more American yina mubitimi afre
862-215-2007.
Good. Ofra you be deliver get your more kama. So we Ghana so be patch of free
0277-609-644.
Macbe ginger chips dear OBA here. I'm super excited about this ginger chips. Ain't it a whoopee ginger chips at me power chow. Say enye mape ginger chips dear. Eh? And you then I worry. And it is some say you were in powdered form like this. Ain't it so we will be opaque green tea to send me me green tea and me DB egum. Na se me pese me munch on something so any me sakanwa na marry. Would you wouldn't share no? Google about ginger and you see the health benefits of ginger. Beni just me say get the organic honey and I come and I get Macbe ginger chips myself. So America, it comes in a pouch like this. Into more American yina mubitimi afre
862-215-2007.
Good. Ofra you be deliver get your more kama. So we Ghana so be patch of free
0277-609-644.
Macbe ginger chips dear OBA here. I'm super excited about this ginger chips. Ain't it a whoopee ginger chips at me power chow. Say enye mape ginger chips dear. Eh? And you then I worry. And it is some say you were in powdered form like this. Ain't it so we will be opaque green tea to send me me green tea and me DB egum. Na se me pese me munch on something so any me sakanwa na marry. Would you wouldn't share no? Google about ginger and you see the health benefits of ginger. Beni just me say get the organic honey and I come and I get Macbe ginger chips myself. So America, it comes in a pouch like this. Into more American yina.
Yare yo yare yas obibenya wona fi yare yamfa yare nsu nya nipa sichire yare ni no sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy, we are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pockets, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215-2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007.